I'm just a guy who loves Disney and has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e and guess what? Oh man, hold on. I gotta mute that. There we go. There we go. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e. We're live! This is new. Holy moly. This is crazy. Yeah, so this is my first live show. If I mess up a bunch, please don't hate me. Okay, there won't be any real graphics or anything like that, mainly because I can't figure that out yet. So I'm actually going to be recording this and then re-uploading this for everybody else who couldn't be here with graphics and everything and pictures. So if you want to re-watch this, especially just this, live show portion, I'm going to be doing a Q&A afterward until about 9 o'clock, and we'll just have to see what's going on. There's already a couple people here. Hey guys, how you doing? How are you? Well, I will be taking questions after the show. I'm mainly just going to be focusing on actually doing the show right now, so that's really fun. The Where in the Land and all that stuff I'm not going to do this week. You guys, pretty much figured it out. But yeah, I just want to make sure that we are good. So yeah, I think we're all okay. I think everybody is. Yeah, all right, okay, cool. John Thompson's here now. John's back. So I think we're here. So let people know, especially if you guys are friends with other fans of mine, just let them know. So okay, I think that's everything. Again, I'll hold all questions until after this, and then we will do the live show. We'll do the live show, and then we'll do the Q&A, and we'll talk all about that. I'm talking about the D23 Expo. So hold all questions about the D23 Expo 2015 until afterwards. Yeah, okay, cool. So awesome. That's that. I also, just real quick, I got something in the mail this week that I want to be showing you guys. Again, it's actually funny that it's all D23 Expo related. I got my newest D23 magazine, and it's all D23 Expo related. Very, 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 very cool. Awesome. I will be doing a bonus video with that, kind of showing you what's all in this, so excellent stuff there. Also, my friend Kornchak and I, this is actually big news. If you're into professional wrestling at all, I know a lot of you aren't, but if you are, check out our Wrestle Theme Reviews page. There are two pages. There's the Wrestle Theme Reviews, all lowercase. Then there's Wrestle Theme Reviews, three separate words. That's the new one. That's our new official site. We kind of restarted that, so that should be fun. I'm really into that, especially so if you're into wrestling themes and all that stuff. Awesome, excellent, cool. So yeah, check out Wrestle Theme Reviews. I'll post the link in the comments section of the uploaded thing, so you guys can check that out. But awesome, really cool stuff there. So again, before I get into my into my show, hold all questions and comments and everything until the end of the show, because I'm going to be focusing mainly on the camera now rather than the chat room right here. We got a couple people in here. Hey guys, what's going on, guys? Hey. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me this week. Let's get right to the news. It might still be summer, but the Magic Kingdom has already shifted into fall, with most of the Halloween decor now in place around the park. Be sure to go to sites like www.magic.com to see some great pictures. They have some awesome stuff there. Halloween is in full swing now, pretty much in the Magic Kingdom. So awesome stuff there. Although not yet announced by Disney, so hey, it's not yet announced. It looks like Watto's Grotto may be about to reopen at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Originally part of Darth Maul at the 2015 Star Wars weekends, the merchandise store dedicated to all things Star Wars took over the space of the former American Film Institute showcase on the streets of America. the coming weeks and months are expected to be huge for Star Wars merchandise sales, with the upcoming Star Wars The Force Awakens movie opening later this year. I actually got some Star Wars merchandise already. Can't show you because it's a birthday present for somebody. Or, I'm sorry, not a birthday. Well, yeah, actually, it will be given to him on his birthday. But, so, it should be fun. With the new movie coming out, it's going to be huge. It's going to be big. And, I can't really... I can't wait for it. I took some time off for it, so it's going to be neat. I hope to do a lot of periscoping and stuff like that, just to show you the hype and all that stuff. So that should be fun. Also, just make sure, post real quick in the comment section if everybody can hear me okay. Just want to make sure everybody can hear me and we can all understand each other. So I think everybody I think everybody can do that. All right. Anyway, on with the show. WDWMagic.com has the full schedule for Disney's Night of Joy concert series taking place next weekend. Saturday is already sold out. If you're interested in going, that's unfortunate because I work with the sister of the guitarist for Mercy Me, which is going to be playing the Cinderella stage on Saturday. So if you're at the Night of Joy and see Mercy Me, shout a little louder for File91e because really cool, awesome. So everybody can hear me. But yeah, so that's really cool. So check that out. Awesome stuff. And finally, Minnie Mouse's Costume Chaos will be the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card to be exclusively distributed or distributed at this year's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The card artwork features Minnie, Clarabelle Cow, and Daisy Duck all dressed as witches. The event exclusive card will be distributed in addition to the regular card packs. You will need to show a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party ticket and event wristband to get your card. So if you're into the Disney Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card game, I know a lot of you are, check that out, especially if you're going to the Disney's Halloween party, the Not So Scary Halloween Party. So excellent stuff there. Yeah, so that's the news for this week. Let's get right to the reviews. Okay, now, we're not exactly reviewing anything, but we're actually mainly talking about the D23 Expo of this year, 2015. So I have a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that I'm going to be talking about. I'm pretty much going to be talking about everything that went on because I followed everything. And I want to try to talk about it in, I guess, order of importance or order of day that I saw it. So again, if you have any questions or comments, hold them till the end during the Q&A hangout session when we can talk all about it. And I'm really excited to, get on with that. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about today is Shanghai Disney. Now, Shanghai Disney had its own grand reveal a couple weeks weeks before the D23 Expo, and they did a really good job. They showed all of what it's going to look like. So the D23 Expo version really was a scaled down version of Shanghai Disney, but of course they had to make some form of presence at D23 because it's huge. It's going to be awesome. And from what I've seen from Shanghai Disney, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Bob Iger came in and debuted it. They showed everything about it. He said that it was going to be quintessential Disney, mixed with China. It's going to have a great Chinese essence, and it's going to be completely unique, unlike anything that we've ever seen before. So I'm really excited about that. And they showed us some interesting things. So the first thing that I found was interesting was the Tron area. Now, for me, I thought Disney gave up on Tron, but I think Tron was big in the Asian market. So they're going to be having a light cycle ride there and a kind of a themed area. That's kind of going to be, I guess, in the Tomorrowland area. I'm not quite sure, how they're, going to put that out, but that looks really, really cool. Then there's a Pirates of the Caribbean area. There's a new ride that's, looking really awesome. It'll be interesting to see if they merge a lot of the Asian influence, especially, we didn't really get to see a lot of Asia in the Pirates of the Caribbean, the third movie. So that's a whole new world of pirates to expect and enjoy. So that's really, really fun. I was really looking forward to that. So that really seemed okay. Again, I can't post for the live viewers. I can't post pictures But there are tons of pictures there. If you go to InsideTheMagic.net or www.magic.com, a lot of the Disney sites that I mentioned, they took a lot of pictures, and they have a lot of stuff there. But if you want to, rewatch this later, like tomorrow or the day after, I will be posting pictures and putting pictures up here, so that should be very fun. Yeah, Shanghai Disney is going to be, freaking cool. So the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to from Shanghai Disney is this awesome, boat ride, this river rafting ride, which is essentially Expedition Everest mixed with the Kali River Rapids. It's called like the Roaring River Rapids, and there's going to be like a giant menace, like kind of like the Yeti, but it's going to be like a dragon, because Chinese and dragons and stuff like that. China has a big love affair with dragons. That's a big mythical creature. And it looks fantastic. Hopefully they can get that dragon working, because there's supposedly going to be like a giant animatronic that's going to be doing stuff, and hopefully they can get that working better than they got the Yeti working from Expedition Everest, because that doesn't work. It's not really working the way it was intended. And hopefully when they open Adventure or Avatar Land, or Pandora rather, they will close Expedition Everest for a good extended period of time and fix the Yeti. Who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. We'll just have to see. But awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, Hong Kong Disney, there is going to be a new Iron Man experience. That's a whole separate park. Hong Kong Disneyland. There's going to be a whole new Iron Man experience ride. That was introduced by Stan Lee, so that was really cool. That should be, it looks really fun. It kind of, reminds me of that Spider-Man ride at Universal Studios. So hopefully it'll be kind of, interesting with that, and that should be fun. Really good stuff. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the Disneyland exhibit that they had there. Disneyland is celebrating the 60th anniversary this year, obviously. So there was going to be a presence there in the D23 Expo with that. It was really cool because you could see all kinds of different things from past and present for Disneyland. Like they had the first ever, Admit One, ticket that went to Roy Disney. So that was neat seeing like the first Disneyland ticket. So that's really cool. So we'll just have to see, what they do, and what they do with that. What did that even mean? Sorry, I got distracted for a minute. See, this is why it's hard. See, if I was actually doing a live show or a show right now and just recording this whole thing right there will get edited out. But you guys get to see it. This is the behind the scenes stuff. Let me get a drink of water. My throat's a little parched. Oh, let me just see. New people. How many viewers do I have? 12 people watching. I'm surprised. It's a Saturday, so 12 people watching me. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, that was the Disneyland exhibit, so that's really neat. Now, the one thing that I really had a good time with on Friday was the Avatar Land, or they call it the Pandora area of the Animal Kingdom. They debuted that. They had a really awesome exhibit for that. And it was, if you follow Deb Wills on Periscope or on Twitter, she live tweeted pretty much everything for the, that she went to on the D23 Expo. So she periscoped this entire, exhibit, and I was there at work just watching this. I'm like, oh my God, this is, so awesome. Please don't give me a patient, that sort of thing. I work in a hospital. But anyway, so, I got to see this almost live, so it was neat. So thanks to Deb Wills from allears.net. For doing that. So check that website out. Really good website too. How you doing, everybody? Avatar Land. It looked really awesome. The first thing that you went in that you saw, it explained the story behind this Pandora experience. It's called the Alpha Centauri Expeditions. The whole idea is that this travel agency is taking you to to Pandora. They built an area where you can enjoy the sights and feel of Pandora without all of the angry mean animals and things like that. And so that's really neat. It essentially is what if Disney built a theme park on Alpha Centauri on a different planet. They would take you there, and you could you know, experience that. So there's going to have the Flight of Passage ride, which is the main ride of the attraction, or you know, of the area. It's all the way in the back. You have to go through the jungle and everything. So that's really going to be cool. When she actually went, you know, past the Alpha, you know, the Alpha Centauri intro, there was that big, awesome model that was laid out, and you can see on the right-hand side there was like a military base, and then on the left-hand side it's all this jungle that is interactive and like glowing. It's really cool. So that should be very fun. But yeah, all the way in the back is that Flight of Passage ride where you, from what I hear, you get to ride a Banshee. So that should be really cool. I have no idea how they're going to be doing all that. Also, with the Animal Kingdom, there is the Rivers of Light. That's going to be you know, coming on soon. They're getting the Animal Kingdom geared up for nighttime attractions, because for the longest time the Animal Kingdom closes, or has been closing, at 6. You know, that's not really a good time to close, especially if you want to watch, you know, like a nighttime show or do anything. But the animals, you know, they have to go back in and you know, relax and everything, and you can't launch fireworks over there because, you know, it'll scare the animals. So fireworks don't do well with the, you know, with animals and stuff like that. So they are creating this Rivers of Light. I've told you all about it. It's going to be essentially the World of Color, just shifted over here, just kind of amped up a little bit. It's all in that big, you know, lagoon area, which they have underutilized, you know, tremendously. Originally there was going to be some, like, you know, raft stuff and thing like that, but it never really, you know, panned out. So finally they're going to be doing something cool with that. So the Rivers of Light, you know, nighttime show should be really cool. Also, the Kilimanjaro's is getting, the Kilimanjaro Safaris is getting a new, you know, nighttime rides, which is going to be cool. They're adding in different, you know, kind of nocturnal animals like the hyenas and stuff like that. So that should be really neat to see, you know, nighttime attractions at the Kilimanjaro Safaris. So let me just double check, make sure we have, oh good, we haven't dropped anything. Everything's all right. Everything's looking good, guys. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? So, yeah, again, if you, you know, just real quick, because that was pretty much all I have for the Kilimanjaro, or I'm sorry, the Avatar Land and the that sort of thing. If you have any questions or comments, there's going to be a Q&A after this, and I just want you guys to know that. So, you know, if you have any you know, questions or anything like that, I'll talk to them later, or I'll answer them later. I just want to make sure that we can you know, get through this first. So, okay, the next thing, the two biggest things that were, you know, revealed during the D23 Expo was Toy Story Land and Star Wars Land. So first off, we got Toy Story Land, which are, both of them are coming to the Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Star Wars Land is coming to Disneyland, which is really cool. They're going to be kind of building an offshoot over there. I think it's up by the Critter Country. I'm not quite sure yet where they're going to put it, but maybe they will. So first off is Toy Story Land. It's going to be taking the place around Pixar Place, you know, over there in the back where Toy Story Mania is. They're getting rid of the you know, the backlot tour and the stunt show. They got rid of the Magic of Disney Animation, so that whole back area, you know, where there used to be studio area, is going to be a whole separate land. So that's really going to be cool. They have this new Slinky dog coaster, which is going to be neat. They showed an animatic on that, so that looks really fantastic. They're adding a Toy Story Midway Mania track, so there's going to be 3 tracks now, so it's going to get, you know, through people a lot, because that is a huge ride right now. Everybody loves that. And there's also going to be a Green Aliens saucer attraction, so basically you'll be able to kind of bump each other, you know, and you got the claw overhead. So they're going to be doing a lot of really cool things with Toy Story Land. I figured they were going to do like a Pixar Land, but apparently they just want to concentrate on Toy Story, which I guess is, you know, is good enough. I think Pixar allows for a broader subject of or a broader range of attractions, but apparently they just want to concentrate on Toy Story. So when I heard it was Toy Story Land, that kind of shocked me a little bit. I'm excited for it, but I don't know. I think they're kind of limiting themselves with just you know, Pixar. So yeah. Yeah, so I agree with SF Marine right there. I just saw. So you know, how you doing? Yeah, Pixar Land. Anyway, So we got Star Wars Land, which is the big one. That's the biggest thing. Ever since Disney bought Star Wars, they were going to be like, okay, people were going, what is happening? Why, why are they doing this? And how are they going to integrate it into the parks? So, like I said, it's going to be on the complete opposite side of Disney's Hollywood Studios. They're getting rid of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular and the Streets of America and all that stuff, and they're actually removing part of the parking lot. That's all going to be kind of sectioned off for the Star Wars area. Now, what we've from what I saw, it's not a Star Wars land. There's it's not going to be set in a port or a planet that we already know, and I totally agree with that. So they're creating a whole new planet slash spaceport area, and from what I see, it's going to look really, really awesome. They're doing everything, or I'm sorry, they're like redoing everything. They're inventing all new things. Like there are going to be people who work there in the Star Wars area, but they're not going to be the traditional, like workers. They're going to be, just actors that are walking around, that are supposedly going to fly off into space and all that stuff. So if you happen to bump into somebody who looks like he belongs in the Star Wars universe, you might be able to talk to him. He might be rude to you, might not be, because he's an actor and he's designed to be an average kind of Joe in this spaceport. It looks really cool. The Millennium Falcon's going to be there. They're going to have an all-new Star Wars ride, which is going to be cool. They're actually adding new destinations to Star Tours. Star Tours will still be there. Don't worry, they can eliminate that. That's too popular of an attraction. So that's really cool, and I'm really excited about that. They're adding Jakku, which is the new desert planet that's going to be in Star Wars The Force Awakens, so that should be really neat. What else do we got? Seasons of the Force. Now, I'm not sure if they're totally eliminating Star Wars weekends, but there's this new Seasons of the Force time, which is going to be kind of like a Halloween time sort of thing, where they kind of just throw a giant Star Wars overlay to everything. And I think it's because of the popularity of the Star Wars or of the Star Wars weekends that they're doing this. So kind of like how Halloween and Christmas, they get a big overlay of Halloween or Christmas themed stuff. They're doing that. I'm not sure if it's going to be for the entire, Disney World or just Hollywood Studios itself, but they're also going to be doing it in Disneyland as well. So it should be interesting to see what they do. This is called Seasons of the Force, and on the weekends they're going to be in Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's going to be a special fireworks show, and over in Disneyland there's going to be, since they can't do fireworks a lot, they're switching Space Mountain to Hyperspace Mountain. So Space Mountain's going to get a Star Wars overlay, which I think is going to be really cool. I would love to see some video on that. So I'm really excited with that. Excellent stuff there. There's going to be a Millennium Falcon ride as well in this new Star Wars line. I'm not quite sure how it's going to be, but hopefully it should be fun. Everybody loves the Millennium Falcon. It's awesome. It's the greatest hunk of junk in the galaxy. Also, there's going to be a new Jedi Trading Academy. There's going to be new characters and a new villain from the Star Wars Rebels series, so they're really promoting that. It's a really good series. If you've ever checked it out, Star Wars Rebels, really, really cool. So check that out. I think it's Disney XD that Star Wars Rebels comes on. Really good stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have heard about the Star Wars Land area. I'm sure you guys have heard more, but we'll talk more about that at the end. So again, to all the people who are just joining me, here are the kind of rules for this. First one, don't be a jerk. So don't be a jerk to anybody. We're all here to just be kind of cool. Not that anybody has been a jerk. I just forgot to mention it in the beginning. So don't be a jerk and just be fun. We're just kind of having a good time. Second, hold all questions and comments until the end of the show. For the Q&A hangout area. So excellent. So there's that. Yeah. So moving on. So we got the Skipper Canteen, which is coming to Adventureland, which is going to be a really cool kind of like Jungle Cruise themed restaurant. That's there's been an area over in Adventureland that has been closed for a while, and we finally figured out, yes, it's going to be a skipper themed restaurant, so all about the Jungle Cruise skippers and things like that, so that should be very fun. The skipper canteen, I showed some pictures of that last week, so that should be a good time too. All right, Epcot, there's a couple things happening with Epcot. I think the upgrade for Epcot's going to happen in the next couple years. They're working on Hollywood Studios right now, and I still hear that they're going to change the name of Hollywood Studios. Chances are it's going to be Disney's like Hollywood Adventure or Florida Adventure, something weird like that, kind of taking the name of Disney's California Adventure. I'm not sure why, but I just have an idea that that's what they're going to do. Okay, second, for Epcot, they got the Frozen Ever After area in Norway, so that's really cool. They're getting, they're really gearing up for the Frozen attraction. They're switching out the Maelstrom for a Frozen themed attraction, and that should be interesting. I'm not hating on that as much as everybody else is, all you Disney purists out there. How can they remove the Maelstrom? It's my God, they're removing the child from my body. It hurts so much. I'll just give it a rest. Look, I'm 30. Yes, I enjoyed the Maelstrom. Maybe not as much as other people, but I enjoy the Maelstrom. But kids love Frozen, and they want to see a Frozen attraction, and that's the most logical place to put a Frozen attraction, in Norway. So, come on, let them have their Disney childhood too. Not everybody's encroaching on yours, so calm down and enjoy, the Frozen ride. Yes, I have seen Avatar, the movie, yes. But anyway, let me get a little swig here. Okay. Oh, so Epcot. The last thing that was big for me that I really enjoyed hearing about was the Soarin' Over the World, or Soarin' Across the World, upgrade to the Soarin' attraction right there. Now, over in California, it's Soarin' Over California, that was the original. It was never intended to come over eastward, but everybody loved it, and then they brought it over, so it would just change to Soarin'. So everybody was wondering, why are we just soaring over California? Especially if we're in Disney World, why are we just soaring over California? So Disney was like, okay, yeah, let's, we're remaking everything digital. So let's, make the movie projectors here digital, as well as film some new stuff and call it Soarin' Over the World. And I can't wait for that. They're adding a new Soarin', or a third Soarin', I don't know what you would call it, ride apparatus. There you go, a whole new hangar for that. So there's going to be 3 different hangars, so you guys can enjoy soaring there. That should be fun. More people can can get through, so to kind of hold up, to keep prevent holdups and stuff like that. But I really can't wait for that. It's supposed to open at the end of next year, and here you go, guys. I'm supposed to be going to Disney World at the end of next year, next Halloween area, with my family, and that's news. So I might be going back to Disney World next sometime. I hope that it happens. But if it does, I really want to go and see Soarin', Soarin' Across the World, only because I want my grandmother to see Soarin', because my grandmother has not been to Disney World, and especially to a Disney park, in quite some time. So I want her to enjoy at least Soarin' and the Carousel of Progress. So as long as those two are open by the time we get down there, that should be fun. Yeah. So that's pretty much the big things with the parks that I remember reading about or seeing. So that I was really excited about that. Now, people wanted me to touch on the Disney Legends ceremony, so I'm really excited about that. I'm sorry. Let's see right here. Give me a second just to do all this. How are we doing, guys? Can everybody still hear me? Everybody cool? Taking a break. This will be edited out of the edited version, but in the live version, this is still behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, they'll never go back to MGM. I'm pretty sure they'll never go back to MGM. All right. Okay, that was a good break. Now let's on to other stuff. So the Disney Legends ceremony. We got George Bodenheimer, who was the former president of ESPN, and ESPN is owned by Disney, in case you didn't notice that. Also, Disney owns ABC, so you're going to be seeing a lot of ABC/ESPN people here. Disney owns ESPN, and George Bodenheimer was one of the former presidents of ESPN, and he created like ESPN2, all the different ESPNs and stuff like that. Really brought it up to the forefront, and of course Disney made him a legend, so kudos to him. There was Andreas Deha, who is the animator, a well-known animator, one of my favorites. He did Scar, Gaston, and Jafar, just to name a few. Even Hercules from the movie Hercules. He is just a fantastic animator, really emotive, and he did all, pretty much all my favorites. He was a good villain animator, and just was great. Then there is Eyvind Earl, who is Eyvind, E-Y-V-I-N-D. That's a name. That is a good name. Eyvind Earl. I've actually talked to him when I reviewed Sleeping Beauty, or when I got Sleeping Beauty. He was the background painter. He did Peter Pan and Lady and the Tramp, but he was most notable for doing Sleeping Beauty. All of the art kind of area, for him was him and like Alice Davis, and then there was Mary Blair. But he did all the background paintings for Sleeping Beauty. That it was just, they were just beautiful in and of itself. And he was, obviously named a Disney legend. Just fantastic. Really, really great stuff. Then you got Danny Elfman, who was the composer for pretty much all of the Tim Burton movies. Great composer. A lot of people compare him to John Williams, or compare him with John Williams. And it's like, let's just let, they each have their own flair. He has his own flair. John Williams has his own flair. Hans Zimmer has his own flair. And they're all great. And Danny Elfman definitely deserves that. Then you got George Lucas. Everybody knows who George Lucas is. He invented Star Wars, and now look at what Star Wars has become. That all came from the mind of George Lucas and a bunch of crazy fans. So awesome stuff. Oh dear. Sorry, got an email here on this laptop here. I just wanted to make sure, try to see that, move that out of the way. So that was cool. And then you got Susan Lucci. She was an actress from All My Children on ABC. She's kind of she was known for that. She was known for being avoided in the the Golden Globes, and then she finally won a Golden Globe and that sort of thing. I remember that. That was a big thing because a soap opera star won a Golden Globe for acting. Woo! But so that was really neat. But yeah, she she deserved it. She was a very famous person for ABC, so of course they went with that. Then you got a person I'd never even heard of. It was Julie Rime Casaletto, who was I didn't know that name, but I've seen her tons of times, especially on the world of the Walt Disney's Magical or Wonderful World of Color. She was the first ever Disney ambassador, and if you actually watched like Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color, the old ones, especially when when they were talking about the building of Disneyland and stuff. She is that girl you see in like the riding hat and the red vest and all that stuff. And I was like, oh my God, of course I've seen her. I just never knew the name. So that was really cool that she got honored. That was really neat. And then you got Carson Van Osten, who is who again I also didn't know, but he was one of the writers and artists of the various Disney comics, the Mickey Mouse comics and the Donald Duck comics that used to be wherever. And he was honored for that. He did a great job. He wrote and drew all of that. And one of the surprise ones was Johnny Depp. He was surprised. He wasn't listed on everything, but they honored Johnny Depp as a Disney legend for his work, for all of the things that he's done in the Disney area. Most notably Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean, come on, he had actually come out as Captain Jack Sparrow to talk about all the things that were going to be happening in the Pirates of the Caribbean 5 movie earlier that day, and then sure enough, they kind of surprised him with this, and that was awesome. So they honored Johnny Depp as one of the Disney legends, and of course he is a Disney legend. I think he has earned that. He has earned his lore. He's on. He's in Pirates of the Caribbean for crying out loud. If it wasn't for his awesome character, I don't think those movies would have done half as well. But Johnny Depp really created that and was awesome with that. So yeah, awesome. So the next thing I want to talk to you about are the games and movies. So Some of the games I know of and I'm excited for. Some I'm not really, I don't know, and I'm not really excited for, but I'll talk to you about it, what they mentioned. You got the Magic Kingdom mobile games, which is, or the Magic Kingdoms mobile game, rather I should say. Magic Kingdoms is going to be a game that's going to be coming out soon, and it's basically, you'll be able to create your own Disney park using kind of a stylized sort of way. It's going to be again like a mobile thing. I'm sure it's going to be pay to go. They always have these stupid pay to go things, but I'm really looking forward to that because I love mobile games and stuff like that. And I love park builders. I mean, I'm still waiting for Roller Coaster Tycoon 4 to come out, or Roller Coaster Tycoon World rather. That's going to be awesome. Because I always wind up creating different stuff with Roller Coaster Tycoon. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. Then you got this Magic Kingdoms game, which is like, oh my god, I get to build whatever, and there's going to be big Disney attractions there. I get to put the ball, the Epcot sphere down, like the California Screaming Ride. I can mix and match all that I want. Awesome, that's going to be cool. So I can't wait for the Magic Kingdoms mobile game to come out. I really can't wait for that. Then you got Kingdom Hearts 3. I know a lot of you guys are excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Everybody that I know loves the Kingdom Hearts games, and so when this was announced, and the fact that they announced a lot more about it, because it's already been announced that they're making a Kingdom Hearts 3, but the fact that they showed what different lands are going to be there, what different areas are going to be there. They announced that there's going to be a Big Hero 6 area, which everybody loved. So all my friends who are Kingdom Hearts fans loved it, and they said they absolutely can't wait. So that made me get excited for it. So that's really cool. Now I have tried to play Kingdom Hearts before. Just I'm not good at role-playing games. I don't have the patience, and I can only sit at a game for about like an hour at a time before I have to go do something else. It's my attention. It doesn't, I'm bad with that. That's funny. You're doing some Jack Sparrow stuff. But you have heard of me. Excellent. So then we got what I'm looking forward to. Probably the biggest one is Star Wars Battlefront, which looks absolutely fantastic. My brother and I love Star Wars Battlefront. We got the first two. And when we heard that they were going to be redoing Star Wars Battlefront, and then all of a sudden it dropped off, but then they brought it back, we got so excited for it. And with the new, footage that they put out, just showing everything that's going to be happening. Oh my God, we got so excited. And Star Wars Battlefront looks to be absolutely fantastic. And the people that are running it, hopefully it's not a glitchy game and it's absolutely not terrible, but I don't see how it could be or couldn't be, and I'm really excited for it. So that'll probably be a game that I get, and I might actually do a couple playthroughs here for you. I'm not really good at games, so don't expect like higher level game quality for whatever. I just don't play video games that much, but I really would love to experience Star Wars Battlefront. I guess I gotta upgrade my Xbox 360 to a Xbox One. Whatever. What else? Okay, Disney Infinity 3.0. I love the Disney Infinity games. I haven't really played 2. I kind of fell out of playing Disney Infinity and all that stuff when they started, putting the new stuff out, because I went to Disneyland and I just I don't have the money anymore, so I don't really have the money to do that. So Disney Infinity 3.0, there's going to be Star Wars Inside Out's going to be there. They're going to have eventually going to have the Good Dinosaur. It's that's a movie that's coming out, and along with Zootopia, that's another movie that's going to be coming out soon. So that should be fun. There's going to be figures about with that, but the main thing is Star Wars and Boba Fett and things like that. So that should be fun. Disney Infinity 3.0, still expanding, still a great game. I love the idea, the fact that you can make games just based on this one thing. Really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have right down here Playmation, but I have no idea what I wrote that for. I don't know what Playmation is. I really don't. So I'm not even going to mention it. Excellent. Oh my God. Oh, okay, so this is behind the scenes stuff. Still going to be cut out and all that for the edited version. How you doing, guys? How you holding up? Water's very good. This is fun. Live show. Who would have thought? I actually have a good PC. That's how I'm running this live stream and all that stuff. So I should be all right. I might get back into Disney Infinity 3.0. I think that's one thing I will get back into. So what does that have to say? All right, last thing. All right, the last thing I want to talk to you guys about today are the movies. There's a ton of movies coming out from Disney, and there it is. So we got Finding Dory, which we all knew about. Pixar announced it's gonna be Finding Dory, Toy Story 4. The big thing for me was The Incredibles 2. I never thought they would make it a second Incredibles movie, but they are, so that's awesome. Finding Dory, I really can't wait for. I love it. I love Ellen DeGeneres so much. The fact that they have all that's going to be great. And Ed O'Neill is going to be playing an octopus. That's awesome. Toy Story 4, not needed. Not really looking forward to that, but it's going to involve Bo Peep. To me, this is just a money grabber movie. I don't think we need a Toy Story 4, but that's just me. We have this new movie called Gigantic, which is kind of a tale or a take on the Jack and the Beanstalk sort of thing. We got it's the Frozen songwriters, the people who wrote the songs for Frozen, and the Tangled directors. So apparently you're going to get the best of both worlds of the movie Frozen and the movie Tangled. So that should be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. It looks really good with that. Then you got Moana, which is all about kind of the Pacific Islanders, Samoa, that sort of thing. Hawaii, that flavor. It's going to star The Rock. He's he's going to provide the voice for that. So I really am looking forward to that. The music looks great. The art style looks awesome. And that is kind of an area that I'm really fascinated by. That kind of Pacific Islander sort of. I love that style. That that feel, that good vibe style. So I'm really looking forward to that movie, and that should be fun. That should be good times, great memories. All right. Then we got The Good Dinosaur, which is what would happen if the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs missed us. So obviously there would be dinosaurs there. There are certain T-Rex dinosaurs. Then you got this kind of apatosaur, brontosaur sort of thing, mixing and talking with this new species, namely a human, that sort of thing. So that should be fun. That's that's looking good. Then you got Coco, which is a Dia de los Muertos movie, which should be fun. That actually looks really good. Zootopia, that kind of looks like another money grabber. It could be funny. It seems like you got these movies where the animals are doing the thing, almost like Rio. I didn't like Rio. That wasn't a big thing for me. This feels like a DreamWorks movie more than anything else. But whatever. I'll let them pass with that. Zootopia. Alright, what else we got? Pirates of the Caribbean 5, another one that I'm really looking forward to. The biggest thing about the announcement of this is that Orlando Bloom will be coming back for Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I do believe that they're going to involve his son from the end of Pirates of the Caribbean 3 somewhat. So they are going to have him do that. Maybe his son's going to be involved in, Orlando Bloom's going to have to come and save the day. I don't know how they're going to work it out, but the fact that Orlando Bloom's coming back kind of makes me happy because I loved the rapport between Orlando Bloom's character Will Turner and Captain Jack Sparrow. I really enjoyed that. Plus, all the good ones are coming back. Jeffrey Rush and all the the great side characters. Hopefully, they'll bring back the Black Pearl. That's all I want. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're going to go after the Black Pearl. Because it's called Dead Men Tell No Tales. I have no idea. I want the Black Pearl back in the movie because that's my ship. I love the Black Pearl. Whatever. He said the dream word. DreamWorks! Alright, then you got... they announced the Disney movie, or the Disney Studios movie timeline, which looks enormous. I mean, when you think about it, there's just going to be so many movies coming out between, Marvel and just the regular Disney Studios. It looks fantastic. I mean, we're getting into the third phase, the end of Marvel Phase 2, into Marvel Phase 3. You got the Civil War coming out. That's going to be insane. That's going to be awesome. Disney, worked a deal with Sony so that Spider-Man's going to be in this now. Unbelievable. So who knows? It'll be interesting. I really can't wait for that. The Jungle Book. There's going to be a live-action Jungle Book movie, so that should be fun. I think that's going to be directed by Jon Favreau, so that should be interesting. That story has been told so many times by so many different people. There was a live-action one done in the 90s that was interesting, but a little weird. Kind of had that Tarzan feel, but so that was interesting. Then you got Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is the sequel to Alice in Wonderland. Everybody's coming back for that. Tim Burton's doing all that, and that should be fun. Really good stuff there. The biggest here's another big one that was huge for me. They're making Pete's Dragon again. Wow, cool. I love Pete's Dragon. That was one of my faves. Pete's Dragon right over there. Definitely love Pete's Dragon, and it'll be interesting to see how they do that. They had who came out for that? I can't remember who came out to announce that. She has like red hair. It's like I can't even think. I want to say Jessica Chastain, but that's not it. That's not it. Oh, it's the girl from Jurassic Park 5. Nah, I can't remember. I'm done. Anyway, so then we got the live-action Beauty and the Beast, which everybody's clamoring for. I think it's going to be great. It has a great cast, and as long as they don't mess it up too much, that should be pretty awesome. Then you got the new Star Wars movies, which is you got Force Awakens, which is coming out December 18th. That everybody's looking forward to. They had Han Solo there. Harrison Ford there. He came out. He was a surprise, and so that was interesting. The fact that they brought him out, and this is just me saying this, there's nothing confirmed yet, he kind of seemed like he was giving a curtain call. So I'm kind of expecting, going into the Star Wars, the Star Wars movie, for Han Solo to die. I think somehow he's going to sacrifice himself, give the Millennium Falcon to his kids or to this new guy who's worthy, and they're going to keep it going. I think Han Solo is going to die. That's just me. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have any idea. But please, oh God, it better be good. Go. I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for that, but it's gonna happen. Anyway. So also the other one that they mentioned was Rogue One, which is the first Star Wars movie that isn't a Star Wars movie, if that makes any sense. It's a movie that has to do with a whole different group of people in a different section of the Star Wars galaxy at a different time. So I'm hoping that they'll do something good with this. There's supposedly a Boba Fett movie, rolling around. There needs to be some Boba Fett in the new Star Wars because he's one of the biggest, most interesting characters ever. And if they don't do a Boba Fett movie, they need to somehow introduce him into these new movies coming up. Hopefully, we'll have to see. Yes, I went there. Yes, I went there with the Han Solo thing. So, yeah. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. And that's what I have for the D23 Expo. That is essentially what I got out of the D23 Expo this time around. And I'm sure I left something out. And we'll just have to see what goes on. So that's my D23 rundown. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll be doing a Q&A, after this, in a second. This was a long show. I'm going to have to edit this down to like about 45 minutes, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, that's my take on the D23 Expo. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this week's Disney News Reviews. Again, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want people to go to Disney World or Disneyland and have a great time, because I'm just a guy who has a lot of technology and a little bit of time, time on his hands to do this awesome stuff. This is a live show. It's really fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Oh man, yeah, I don't want to end this. This is fun, but we have the Q&A coming up right after. If you are going to Disney World or Disneyland, be sure to go to allers.net, touringplans.com, www.magic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too. And as well as Disneyland.com. And I usually go to MiceChat.com for my Disneyland news, but there was no real Disneyland news this week. So yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard, that's who it was. So yeah, no Where on the Land this week. I'll start that back up next week because I got the live show coming up. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this week's edition of my Disney news and reviews, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Still here? Everybody still here? Hold on, I just gotta stop recording this thing on the camera. Is everybody still here? Ooh. Everybody still here? Alright. I'm gonna wait till everybody catches up. I'm taking a break right now. I don't have any idea where I am. There's also a massive delay between what I say and what you guys hear. So if I don't respond, quickly, it's because of the delay. It's going to space, guys. All right, it's Q&A time. So I'm here now. We got the we got the chat rolling. Let's talk. I want to hear what you guys have to say, any questions and whatnot. If I don't answer it, quickly, just type it again, and I'll try to do this. How many people are watching? 17. Hey, all right. Right now, Q&A starts right now. Oh man. So yeah, I have no idea what to talk about. Yep. Hold on, just give me 2 seconds. Yeah, it's like a weird delay. I think it's almost 30 seconds. So, yeah. Until I start getting questions, I will... hey, Bart Simpson. The actual Bart Simpson. I mean, oh my God. I won't have a cow, man. I won't have a cow. So, until I get some questions, I will start answering these. I got some questions here off of the internets. So we will see. Okay, this is a goofy question sort of thing. Number one, what time do I get up, or what time did I get up this morning? I want to say it was 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. Okay, oh, got some questions. See, there we go. Just want to start threatening to answer some weird questions. Would I consider a Let's Play of Star Wars Battlefront or Kingdom Hearts 3? I doubt it'll be Kingdom Hearts 3. I know I'm going to get Battlefront, and I might do some playthroughs with that. I'm not good at video games. I'm really not good at video games. But I like to play them anyway. So don't expect like, Markiplier, level games or Corn Shack. My my buddy Corn Shack. Check out his site. He does some great, Let's Plays and stuff like that. Very, he kind of can get R-rated during some of the, the live shows, so just be aware. But Corn Shack is one of my best friends, and we have a good thing going. So that should be fun. That should be fun. But yeah, check him out, Corn Shack Gaming, here on YouTube. I might do something because I have this capture thing that I got, and I want to use it. It can capture really good audio or video. But I don't have a way to capture my voice or video, because I don't want to video myself and have to sync it up and put myself in like the upper left-hand corner or something like that. But we'll just have to see. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do some different things. We'll just have to see what happens. Kingdom Hearts 3, I doubt, because I don't play Kingdom Hearts. I'm not really good at that, and I don't think I want to buy the game just to play it like once. So yeah. Do I have any ideas on the Millennium Falcon will be different from Star Tours? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to be doing with that. Maybe we can maybe you can design where you go. That'd be interesting. I'm sure it's going to be another motion sensor ride, but who knows? Disney is crazy and they have ideas. ideas that we aren't even ready for. They're going to drop some stuff on us, so I think it's going to be pretty cool. Yes, talking to Bart. Maybe resurrect the Disney Infinity Let's Play. Maybe. I mean, I have Disney Infinity, to play. I just it's hard for me to like play and then I'll stop playing for a while and then pick it up again from where I left off because I'll forget where I left off. Honestly, the game I'm playing right now is Lego Jurassic Park, or sorry, Lego Jurassic World. I'm about to 100% Lego Jurassic World, and if you guys are interested in that, I can do that. But I have to get a way to record my voice, so that's another paycheck that I have to record. I got to get a good audio recorder and do all that. It's a whole big thing. I don't have a good audio recorder. So that's fun. Who's your favorite Simpsons character? Ooh. Like, I like the Simpsons. It's starting to get a little old for me, but who's my favorite Simpsons character? I really love Homer, just because of the donuts, and that's really cool. But yeah, I just deleted the Simpsons Tapped Out on my phone. I had been playing that forever. My town was huge and all that stuff, but I kind of got out of playing that. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. I like Homer. He's my favorite character, I guess, if I had to pick one. Yeah. Need a Star Wars weekends here in California. You guys are getting the Seasons of the Force, which is what I think they're trying to do. They're trying to sync up Star Wars weekends for East and West Coast and just call it Seasons of the Force. I don't think they're getting rid of Star Wars weekends, but I think they're just trying to make a whole new, like, have it instead of be just weekends, have it be, for a month. Like, between mid-May and mid-June, it's all Star Wars. Or maybe all of May, I don't know. But that's what I think they're doing. It makes sense, because Star Wars is so huge. What is your favorite Muppet movie? Mine is Muppet Treasure Island. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Muppets. I like them enough. I enjoy the puppetry and everything, and I get the movie. I really love the new Muppets movie that sorry, not the second one. The Muppets movie, the Muppets, the one with Jason Segel. That one was really cool, so that was fun. Yeah. But yeah, as far as Muppets movies go, that's kind of my favorite one. I don't really have a favorite Muppets movie. Would just love to see your reactions. And by the way, watching this on YouTube Gaming. Oh, is it? I don't even know what YouTube Gaming is. I have no idea what it is. I hope that you guys are enjoying that and interesting stuff. The reason why I don't do more of these live shows is because I have to transfer my computer from my main desk over there over here to this kind of area that I call it my studio, where I do my stuff, because that's just kind of how I am. So I don't do as many live shows as I want to. I have a very small, limited space. So, yeah. Hi Nick, going to Disneyland for the first time next month. Any suggestions or quick tips for a first timer? Okay. Everybody says it's smaller. Didn't feel like it. I liked the fact that it was all compact and you can walk everywhere. But expect a lot of walking still. It's not like, just walking through a park. It's some walking. There's a lot of stairs, a lot of ramps, a lot of hills. It's not as flat as Florida is. But overall, it was a great time. I had a fantastic time with it. Get there early in the in the day or in the morning to get a good position on getting in. Watch out for extra magic hour days, because so a lot of people will take them. It was a Friday, I believe, Friday morning. We were trying to get or a Thursday rather. We were doing the tour. And there was just massive long lines to get into Disneyland. It was because of the extra magic hour days or whatever it was, or the extra something, and everybody showed up for that. And I had to actually talk to a park attendant to get us in through a side entrance, because otherwise I would have been late for the tour. But we were right at the end, and believe me, we did not skimp. This was like 7 in the morning, so yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal. But overall, have a great time. California Adventure was just as fun. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you do too. Thoughts on the proposed... I haven't heard that, honestly. I didn't hear that they were going to be doing that. What doesn't shock me, I mean, ever since Robin Williams died, but I don't think they could do it. I mean, the reason why the genie worked so well in the movie was because of Robin Williams' persona. I don't think anybody out there right now is on that level. So I don't know that they could do that right. Oh, Halloween time at Disneyland or any Disney park is fantastic. If you're a Halloween kind of person like I am, oh, it's just so great. And I do plan on going next year. That's a big thing. We're going down to Disneyland. My grandmother wants to go. You know, we're kind of all pitching in to go. And she wants to see Disneyland or Disney World during Halloween and go to the Halloween party and all that stuff. And I think that would be crazy cool to take her and see that. That would be fantastic. But I am going to say, when I go down next time, I'm not going to be bringing a lot of my camera equipment. I have not been to Disney World just for a vacation in such a long time. Not that I don't get a kick out of doing this stuff with you guys, but it's tough for me. It really is. It's really tough for me to get up every day and record all this stuff, and I miss a lot of the attractions because I'm more focused on the camera than anything else. And I just want to go to Disney World one time and just to enjoy it, and rather than have to worry about filming everything. Again, I will take a camera that can do video and stuff like that, but it won't be the halfway decent video that I take. It's not really good because I don't do well with steadiness, but yeah. So I do plan on going down, but it's mainly just for a vacation. I'm going to be staying out late, getting up late, doing all the stuff that you really aren't supposed to. So, yeah. Alright, sorry, I gotta catch up here. Thoughts on updates to Hollywood Studios, excited or ruined? Oh, I'm totally excited for it. I really think it's going to be great. They're kind of shifting from how they make movies to just jumping in the movies, which is what I think they were going to, they should have done anyway. So I'm really excited for that. I think it'll be great. I do not think that it would, it's being ruined at all. This is going to be awesome. What would you think if Disney made a theme park with just retired Disney attractions? Unfortunately, Disney reuses a lot of its stuff, so all these extinct Disney attractions are, well, what are they? They are, these extinct Disney attractions are used in other areas. So, I have no idea, it would be interesting. I would love to see Horizons back and all that stuff, but I think all of that stuff has been reused and repurposed for other stuff. Let me just do something real quick here. Okay. Let me just see something real quick. Stop over. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't recording this off of my computer. Sorry about that. Technical thing. Hopefully I'm still talking to you guys. Okay. Muppets TV show. Okay, where are we going here? Did you hear about the new Disney villain show that's supposedly replacing the Beauty and the Beast at Hollywood Studios? I heard about it. Don't know anything about it. It'd be kind of cool. Whatever. That's kind of neat. Disneyland hotels or Good Neighbor. It depends on how much money you want to spend. I spent a decent amount of money to stay at a Disneyland hotel. A fantastic hotel. All three of them. I walked through all of them. All three of them are great. So that was fun. So yeah. I totally would stay at a Disneyland hotel if you have the money. But if you can't go because of money, stay at a Good Neighbor hotel. I believe they have shuttles that take you back and forth. It's great. So I would totally do that. Hold on to now. Oh, are they right? Oh, am I leaving? Is there any Disney movie that you think is overrated? I'm sure I do. I just don't. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. Maybe Black Cauldron. Hate that movie. I hate that movie. The new Hocus Pocus Villains Mix and Mingle that's coming to yay or nay? Yay, very big yay. I'm a big Hocus Pocus fan, and that Villains Mix and Mingle show was really great, and I think they could only add good stuff to it. So excellent stuff. I need a healthy break. Yes, I do. MNSSHP is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It's just an acronym for that. Oh, so thanks. Thanks, James. You've been helping me so much today. Thanks so much. Oh, well, Blake, hey, it's great. You know, ask away. That's why we're here. I'm not any, you know. I'll answer anything you want. Rocking the dual computer. No, I have one computer, but I just bring it to different sections to do my live show. Gives me a reason to clean off my my desk over there. Alright, cool. Ultimate Disney Fan 28. Check it out. YouTube will actually save this whole event. So that's really cool, but I'm also going to be editing it and actually bringing it back up. So I'm just trying to catch up with comments here. Rocking through computers. Have you ever seen Gravity Falls or Wander Over Yonder? I have not. I don't know what any of them are. How do I like the new Disney Visa Star Wars cards? That's really cool, but I don't want I don't want another credit card. Believe me, I'm already in debt enough. I don't need any more. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, just trying to... Where are we going? Yeah, I think it's a 90-second delay. Sorry. September will probably be regular stuff and maybe hotels. So that should be kind of what I'm doing here. How many Disney treasures do I own? Only 2. I was going to collect more, but I kind of dented one and I got real depressed because I did it, so yeah. When is a good time to go to Disney World? A good time to go to Disney World is anytime that anytime school is in. So like January, February is good. March, late March is bad. March and April are bad because of spring break. So you got to be aware of spring break. May is okay. Once you start getting into June, July, and August, it gets way too hot and way too many people out of school and whatnot. September's great. October's great. November's good. But once you start getting into Christmas, it can be a little dicey. But like the first couple weeks of December are usually pretty good too. So, yeah. Oh God, look at you guys. Here you go. All right. Have I heard of the What's the Attraction? What's the Attraction? It's a podcast where these guys named Surfer Clock and Tap G. They're not as cool as you though. I actually haven't though. I'm sorry. I don't know a lot of the other Disney people here on YouTube or the other podcasts. I'm not. It's not that I'm biased. I just don't watch them on YouTube. I think it's because I get my Disney fill here and on all this stuff. I know there's a huge Disney presence here on YouTube now, and it was funny that when I started, there wasn't. I was kind of one of the first ones, but it's pretty cool that YouTube now has become a big haven for Disney fans, and I'm really excited by it. What do I think of Disney's new ticket pricing structure? I'm not sure if I like it or not. I don't quite really understand it. I don't get how they're going to be, picking and choosing. But I guess during certain busier times they have the right to increase, you know, prices and whatnot, especially if there's a huge demand for it. I don't think it's necessarily needed, but hey, whatever they can do to make a buck, I guess. I don't know. North W. Yeah, I'm sorry it takes me forever to edit those things, but it's a lot to edit. I mean, I take a lot of a video. Oh, Lord. Food and Wine Festival, Halloween Party. Oh, Food and Wine Festival. Easy. I mean, Star Wars Weekends is a close second, but Food and Wine Festival is my ultimate favorite time to be down in Disney World. You know, just because it's as an adult, you know, I really enjoy it. It's not that cool or or hot out. Just a lot of really good vibes going around, and I just really enjoy it. Halloween, it's really cool. I love it. All right. Maybe do a whole Star Wars Battlefront month and play with viewers. No, I would get so rocked. Oh, I'm not a video gamer. I love you guys, but I couldn't do that. Star Wars month, that could be interesting. I don't know what I'd do though. I mean, there's only it's a very limited amount of Star Wars stuff right now. I really don't know what I would do. What ride at Disney World gives me the most nostalgia? The Carousel of Progress and or Pirates of the Caribbean. Those are my two favorite rides at Disney World, and I love the Carousel of Progress and Pirates of the Caribbean mainly because of just their pure Disney. The essence of what a Disney attraction is. You won't see them rides like that anywhere else in the world, and I really enjoyed that. The Walt Disney Treasures do a run for a lot of money, so collecting them do run for a lot of money. So especially completing the tin, it is an expensive holiday. Yes, it is very expensive. All right. Where are we? Good Lord. What are your thoughts on the upcoming live-action Winnie the Pooh movie? I think it's going to ruin my childhood. I did not know that was going to happen. They're doing a live-action Winnie the Pooh? Why would they do that? Why? That makes sense. I don't know if I pioneered Disney's YouTube presence. I don't know if I did that. But I do know I was one of the first ones. It's the whole reason why I started this show was because there wasn't a Disney presence really on YouTube. A lot of people just were filming rides. There wasn't anything like this. I'm not the coolest guy on YouTube, but I'm damn near close. Well, I appreciate all the good wishes for that. I get questions a lot of why I don't have more subscribers. It's mainly because I really don't try to get subscribers. I just want to put content out there for the people that know me, and I have over 500 videos out there, and I know people know who I am. It's just I'm not as popular as these other people who get to go to Disney World all the time that live right there. I can only get to Disney World or Disneyland like once every so often. I don't get monetization from this. I don't get money from my show. It is what it is, And I don't mind it. I really don't. Hey, what's up, Tom? Tom Lynn from Connecticut. What do I think of the Tron roller coaster in Shanghai? Can't wait. With that, you are the coolest on YouTube. Also going to be getting... Yes, I will be getting the new Roller Coaster Tycoon game. I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait for Roller Coaster Tycoon World. Roller coaster, get a year pass and you're done. Okay. Are you a fan of the? I am fans of them. I am actually. I will watch their videos every now and then, but I have to be kind of like somebody will show it to me. I'd be like, "Ooh, that's really cool." I do think they're really good though. I love their videos. Tom Lynn, Carousel of Progress is my favorite. Do you and your family have a hotel picked out? Yes. We're thinking of, because they want to get something big, because it's a lot of us going. So we're probably going to stay at Old Key West in one of the villas. So it's going to be very expensive, but they want to pay for that. So I'm just down for the ride. I'll sleep on the couch. Dumbo? Wait, hold on. What? They're doing a Dumbo remake? And What? No. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Well, then, hey, Tim Burton did do Pee-wee's Great Adventure, so who knows? What is your favorite country to visit at Epcot's World Showcase? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. I don't really have one. I love them all. I mean, I went to Canada for the Le Cellier Steakhouse. I love Italy for their great food there. Japan's always fun to go through. The Mitsukoshi department store. America's always fine, but whatever. You just kind of like, I don't know why they have an America one right there, especially right in the center. Whatever. Very grandiose. But no, I really don't have a favorite country. Next time, yes, okay, yes, I plan on staying at the old Key West. That's what we plan on. Again, I don't know if we're going or not, but there's a good chance that we are, and that's where we would stay. How often do I listen to the Disneyland soundtrack? Every so often. There's a really great app for my phone called I think it's Sorcerer Radio, and then there's Subsonic, and I listen to them a lot of times, when I'm going to sleep or something like that. It's really cool. Sorcerer Radio is really cool too, but it's just Disney music, Disney park music, and I really get a kick out of that. Okay, let's see. Can I say hi to your brother Alex? Hey, Alex, how are you doing? You're awesome too. Keep staying awesome, and just keep being a cool guy, because you are a cool guy, and your brother's cool too, Bart Simpson. Is the studio Star Wars section its own park, or it's part of Hollywood Studios, Tom? So it's going to be a whole different section. They're getting rid of Indiana Jones and the Streets of America and all that. They're building into the parking lot. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, it's going to be its whole separate area. It was great looking to David's Vacation Club rental versus going through Disney. You'll save a few bucks. We have a plan for that, so I'll talk to you guys about that later. He did what? What did I do? I don't know what I did. I have no idea. Windows Wielder, I don't know what you meant by he did what, because remember there's a thing and I'm way behind. Doing a Night on Bald, that should be fun. Love Night on Bald Mountain. Hopefully they won't give him a a reason for being bad. Oh no, I had my toy taken away from me and now I'm evil. No. He's evil. He is just a bad guy. You can be a bad guy. You can have a bad guy in a movie just because he's bad. Simple as that. Oh my God, you guys are going way too fast. Okay, thanks, Sam. Night on Bald Mountain should be awesome. Have you seen any of the rides that were never made? And if you have, which one would you like to see? Rides that were never made. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Just list a couple here, and I'll answer that. That should be cool. Just give me like a example. Time Mickey in there, and we are in business. I was thinking about this the other day. I would love to see Mickey in a movie where Mickey just comes in and just randomly saves the day, because Mickey, I think, is the most powerful being in the Walt Disney World. Of all the villains and everything, he is the one that could shut all of them down, because it's essentially his world. Because I believe that Mickey is the epitome of Walt, so he has the most power. So I would love to see, a movie where all hope is lost, whatever, because there was going to be a Magic Kingdom movie where the villains would run wild, and kind of like a Night at the Museum movie where all this stuff would go on, and I would really I was really anxious to see that, but the more I thought about it, I was like, well, just have Mickey come in and save the day and then go on his merry way, because that's what Mickey does. Yin Sid, the sorcerer, saved him from the brooms, so why can't he come in and save everybody from the from whatever else? So that should be pretty fun. That was just an idea. If there was one ride that used to exist at either Walt Disney that has since become extinct, Oh, Horizons. I would love Horizons to come back. All right, Ultimate Disney fan. I'll see you later. Sorry if I know you guys probably just you're probably already left, but I'm sorry I'm way behind and there's a huge delay. All right, just let's see. All right. Pause a second on the questions, because I'm way behind. What would you say is the best spa at Disney World? I don't know yet. I haven't been to one yet. I went to the Mandara Spa at Disneyland. That was really good. I do plan on going to a spa at Disney World. I think it's going to be the Senses Spa or whatever. It's this new one. So I think I'll go there and I'll give you guys a good tour there. All right. Any drinking holes that shouldn't be missed? And on top of that, any favorite cocktails? If you're at Disneyland, a really good place is go to the Disneyland Hotel, and in the middle there's the Trader Sam's and all that. Check that place out. That was really fun. Really great time there. Trader Sam's at the Disneyland Hotel was awesome. But all of downtown Disney is just rocking, man. It's just really cool. I love it. And their version of downtown Disney was really cool, so that was really neat. Yes, Marvel section is probably next up for a place in the parks. What Disney World or Disneyland attraction do you think should be closed? The Lion King in the Land Pavilion at Epcot. Okay, that one. Good Lord. No, I haven't yet. I haven't heard anything about D23 doing anything outside of California yet. I'm waiting for them to come over to East Coast, do a D23 over here. God, that'd be nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tim Burton directed Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the movie. Go check it out. Yeah, I might be going to Disney World again. Yes, I might be going to Disney World again. No, Chernobog's evil. Oh, man. Yeah, that would be cool. Like a Fantasmic movie. No, because I was listening to Fantasmic and I was thinking, I think Mickey's the most powerful thing in all of Walt Disney World. Why can't he just come in and randomly save the day? Like, all this stuff is happening in the Magic Kingdom. The villains are running wild. Why can't Mickey come in and say, hey, guys, calm down. Easy over there, guys. You too, Captain Hook. What are you trying to do? Don't walk away. Come here. Come. What did I tell you guys? Crazy kids. Yes, I have. I'm not a big fan of that movie, Sorcerer's Apprentice. Not a big fan of that movie. I know I'm backed up. I'm getting there. Yes, they have Dole Whip at Disneyland. They have Dole Whip at Disneyland at the right out front of the Enchanted Tiki Room. Really awesome stuff. Really good. What Pixar movie would you want to get rid of? That's a good one. Can I do one that's coming? Toy Story 4. How's that? Toy Story 4. No, I probably Cars 2. I could get rid of Cars 2 and be okay with that. Dole Whip! Dole Whip! Did it have any negatives? Just flying home was tough, but but the only negatives I had was like my feet was hurting. That's about it. Just a lot of walking, and that was because of me. But no, I had a fantastic time at Disneyland. I could not have had a better time at Disneyland at all. The only thing I didn't get to see was Walt's apartment during the tour, but that was about it. That was under renovation. I mean, that's the only negative I could really have. Nate is actually at his girlfriend's house, so he's over there. He might actually be paying attention. He might come in. Yeah, Trader Sam's is awesome. You SF Marine, you need to check out Trader Sam's at the Disneyland Hotel. Just walk right through, right into the center, Disneyland Hotel. It's awesome. Trader Sam's. Oh, Beastly Kingdom. Okay, great movie. Well, I mean, I don't really know them because I kind of forgotten about it, but I would love to have seen what they would have done with the Beastly Kingdom. I'm sure it would have been something like the Avatar Land, that sort of thing. So I'm not really too worried about that. But no, I'm pretty set with what Disney has made. I would love to see a new Indiana Jones ride, but I don't think I'm going to get that. Oh, that was my best review ever. Circle of Life. You like that one? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Time in. I think I'm caught up. Did I have a favorite drink? No. No. I had like one of their little. God, I can't even remember it. No, it wasn't like that. But no, I can't even have a. It wasn't anything like that. It was one of their fruity drinks. It was just a great experience. I don't really drink a whole lot, so when I do drink, it's usually the fruity crap because I can't stand the taste of alcohol, unless it's a Lagavulin from the Steakhouse 55. Oh my God, I love scotch. I like that. Good scotch, not cheap scotch, but I like good scotch. And if I want to drink, I want to do some. I want to do it right, so I'll drink some good scotch. We got some Lagavulin from the Steakhouse 55, and it was just fantastic. It was really great. So awesome stuff there. Okay, he kind of does a lot of saving in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I know, but I think it needs to happen in a movie, just where he shuts everything down. Just to show that he still is the biggest, most powerful thing in Disney World. But that's just me. Did you have that big drink they have? The OT? No, I didn't. I didn't get that one. Have you ever been to Universal Orlando? And if so, what's your ride? I haven't been there lately, so I can't really give a favorite ride. I do want to go back down. I am actually thinking of going to Universal. If I go back next year, I am going to go back to Universal just to go to the Harry Potter world. So that should be fun. Yeah, that should be fun there. Have I experienced any problems uploading my Disneyland trip? If not, when can I expect the re-upload of the Walt Disney World trip in the future? I'm thinking about it because they haven't shut it down yet. They just kind of banned it in a couple countries. I keep getting this video was tagged because of this song or this. It's more the music than anything else, because the music is there in the background of the parks, and apparently that's copyrighted, and it's the music copyright. That's stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. But yeah, I might. If I heard that the Jungle Cruise theme food place is coming to Disneyland. Maybe. It's possible. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on that yet. Thoughts on the closing of the Animation Academy? It was okay. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to have. And at Disneyland, they have it right there in that kind of animation building, which really looks cool. So they might bring it back in some other form somewhere else. I'm not sure, but it didn't really I didn't really cry over it. You know what I mean? So not too worried about that. Do you think Big Thunder Mountain would really fit in with Critter Country? I don't know, honestly. Why not? If Splash Mountain does, then why not? If you could base a ride on any Disney property, what would it be? Probably Marvel. Or is that intellectual property or actual property? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Butterbeer is delicious. I want to try that. I want to try that so bad. Oh, yes, I did. I'm sorry. I did. I must have missed the question about the tour in Disneyland. If I miss a question, just re-ask it. I'll try to do that. It was totally worth it. It was the Walk and Waltz Footsteps tour, and that is, I think, totally worth it. They take you to places that you can't see normally, and you get front seat on some rides, but whatever. I always get a good line with rides. I never have to worry about waiting. But not because I'm famous, but because I actually get there early and know how to manipulate that. But no, totally worth it. You need to try the tours. The tours are just fantastic. They really do well. They really do well for you. Being replaced by Star Wars Launch Bay. Oh, Magic of Disney Animation? Yeah, I guess it is. Yes, it is. Well, YouTube just copied my comment twice. Sorry about that. It's okay. It's cool. No worries. Intellectual. Yeah, I would like to see what Marvel has to, what Marvel, or what they can do with Marvel rides. I don't think they will be able to for a while, but that would be kind of cool. So, interesting stuff there. Oh, lordy lord. Okay, I think I caught up. Holy moly, I think I caught up with you guys. I know it's the 90s, it's like a 2-minute delay, but who cares? I caught up. Is that from in the Simpsons area? Is that in the Simpsons area, the big pink donut? $18 watching. All right. Well, look, guys, I want to tell you something real quick. I really appreciate you guys. Doing this Arena August and stuff like that. I was having thoughts, and I still am, of kind of slowing down and maybe doing a show once every couple weeks, or instead of every week, because it is kind of hard doing a show every week and having an extra day of work when I could be kind of going out with my friends or whatever like that. But I do love doing this, and I don't want it to. I don't want to come off as uncaring, or I do love you guys a lot, and I really am thankful for you guys for just keeping me on here as long as I have been. I mean, it's been about 8 years that I've been doing this. I was about 21, 22 when I started this, and it's been a crazy long journey, crazy long ride. And did I ever think that I'd be doing a live show like this? No, but it's you guys that inspired me to do different things. And I have this Russell Theme Reviews channel now, which is allowing me to use my creativeness more, because I kind of have no idea what else I could do with this show or with this channel. Like I've pretty much done everything that I could possibly do with it. I've done movie reviews, park reviews, I've been places. Aside from actually going places and getting content on stuff to review, it's it's been being tough, but creatively it's been a little stressful lately. And but the Arena August thing was kind of fun. It allowed me to do certain different things. So I'm kind of trying to come up with different, ideas on what to do for this channel. Because it seems like all of YouTube now is just, playing video games and stuff like that. Not that that's bad, but it's, I just don't, like I'm not good as good as Freddie Wong when it comes to videos. I'm not as good as PewDiePie when I'm coming to gaming or anything like that. But it's I don't. Again, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to like what else do I talk about? Like coming up with content for a show is tough, and when I actually film a show that I know is kind of substandard, it hurts me to upload it, because I'm like, well, you guys deserve better. So I don't know what's going to happen or what the future is with this channel. I know I'm going to constantly keep putting stuff out there. I just don't know what, and for how much during the month. So I'm not quite sure where we're where this is going to be in the next couple years, because I'm about to turn 30 in a year or so. So I don't know how things are going to happen. I love posting to YouTube, so I'll always be doing that. I just don't know if I want to be doing it with as much regularity. So I don't know. So there's that. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit. So we will see. Let me just see what's going on. Oh, okay. All right. Pause and let me catch up, okay? Or finish your thought, comment, and then pause. Okay. Is it possible that we'll see your two personalities appear outside Arena August? I don't know. I think I want to keep them relegated to Arena August, so maybe they can talk about different things. If you guys have ideas where you guys would want to see my two different personalities, then let me know. I would love to have ideas, and I can kind of figure that out. What rides did you go on during the Walk and Walk Footsteps tour? They take you on Peter Pan and the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. They take you on those, so that's fun. Did you ever find out who that fan was that yelled "Found Ani" while going on Temple of the Forbidden Eye? Yes, I actually bumped into them during the Trey. I bumped into them during the Halloween show. They came up to me and it was cool. We talked, but it was just so fun that you were just you were there and then they were there. It was like, oh my God! It was just like, what is happening? What is going on? It was awesome. So yes, I did happen to bump into them. Did I go Force Friday shopping? I did a little bit. Well, I went Force Saturday shopping. I went today. I got some stuff. I love the merchandise now. They got some really cool stuff going on. So if you guys have the money and can get some stuff, go check out some awesome new Star Wars merchandise. Would I go back to Disneyland? In a heartbeat if I had the money. We appreciate you. Oh, hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. I'm so excited for the Star Wars Force Awakens more than anything else. I'm so excited for that. Okay. Yeah, I was excited to bring it back too. It was something I missed doing with my friend Mark, and we got it to the point where it's easy to make, and it's not too much of a hassle for our, for what we do, because we do a lot of videos every week, collectively. So it's really great. Again, if you guys have any ideas on what I could possibly do just for the channel, like, I'm not talking about individual videos, but like as a channel, what do you want to see me do? Like, I don't have to always talk about Disney, but what else would you like to see me do more of? I don't know. It's like, because I can't get to Disney World a lot, and I don't necessarily have Disney on my brain every moment of every day, so I have no idea what you guys would want to would want to see. Thoughts on the release of the Aladdin Diamond Edition? I cannot wait. It's going to go right there. I've been waiting for that for a long time. I'm hoping that they'll do like a 3-pack, like kind of like they did with Cars and Cinderella and all that stuff. I would really love like a really cool DVD set for that. I would pay money for that. I have a gaming channel. You don't have to be amazing. Just your reactions are great. Well, maybe it's possible. We have a wealth of ideas split among us. You are awesome. Thank you. Well, that's an idea. I could do more gaming stuff if you guys are into that. I don't game a lot, so I'm not good at that. What do you? Well, I know what's best for me, but it's like I'm always going to be posting here. I just don't know what to post. Like, I have no idea. Like, at some point, there's going to be a week where I go, I don't know what to talk about. Maybe I just talk about the news and review nothing. I don't know. Well, that's cool. I've heard that before, and I do think I have a pretty interesting personality when it comes to things, and I hope that I can keep that up, because I'm definitely in a much better headspace now than I ever was. Who Framed Roger Rabbit prequel? That would be interesting, but I think that just needs to stand on its own. Just let it be. It was a great movie for the time. Now, if they were to do it, it'd be like halfway CG and like, I don't know if we really need it. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit, again, a great movie. If you've never seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, check that movie out. I have not gone to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Coaster yet. I plan on going to that when I go down to Disney World next year, maybe, if I go. I do want to check that out. Thing is, of course I'm going to bring a camera on my vacation. I couldn't not in case something were to happen. I just don't know if I'd go absolutely crazy with it as much as I used to, just constantly recording everything. I don't know. We'll just have to see. What's your other channel? It's called Wrestle Theme Reviews. And you have to be a wrestling fan in order to like it. But it's a lot more PG-13 and stuff like that than anything else. Wrestle Theme Reviews. There's 2 channels. There's actually a Wrestle Theme Reviews, which is all one word and lowercase. It has a ton of videos on it, but we forgot the login, so we had to start a new channel. So it's Wrestle Theme Reviews, just in all 3 words, and you'll see that it's a lot different than the other ones. So if you see anything like the last video we posted on the old channel was 4 years ago, so the new one was like 2 weeks ago. So look for that one. If you could play any character at Disney World, who would it be? Because I'm a big guy, I don't know who I'd play. I really don't know, because there aren't many big guy people, they're all villains, I guess. I guess I could do a good Maurice, I don't know. Who do you think I would be a good, character for? That would be fun. Maybe one day I'll be there for Halloween. I would love to have a Star Wars movie marathon before the thing goes up. I'm so ready for that. Oh, that is awesome, James F. About the Aladdin thing with the genie. Apparently, there's going to be the genie. The original animator for the genie has returned to animate scenes of outtakes Robin Williams made during the recording. They have apparently over 3 hours of stuff that he did. So I'm really excited to see what they do with that. So I'm really excited for that. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. I think I kind of caught up almost one thing. Maybe do some stuff in Universal Studios, a sequel series. That's interesting. Universal Studios I could possibly do, if I go back, get back down there. The problem with Universal Studios is a lot of it's roller coasters, and I can't fit on roller coasters because I'm a giant guy, and I can't really fit on that. Universal, yes, I don't know, do Universal, but it's just tough. How did you enjoy the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party? I think about doing it at Disneyland next month. It's a lot different. There's the Not So Scary Halloween party at Disney World, and then there's the Mickey's Halloween party at Disneyland. They have some similarities and some differences. I like the Not So Scary Halloween party better, but that's just my opinion. The Halloween one at Disneyland is good. Definitely go. Really, a good experience. But it's a great feel, especially if you're big into Halloween. It's really cool, just to be able to kind of have the park to yourself and everybody's dressed up. It's really fun. Bring a costume. That's a tip. Thoughts on Jurassic World? I loved that movie. I love Jurassic Park. It's one of my favorites. I'm reading the books right now. I love Jurassic World, and I thought it was a great movie. Can't wait to get it on Blu-ray. I didn't watch Phineas and Ferb, so the ending didn't really have too much of an effect on me. Excited for Incredibles 2. That's a movie I never thought that they would do. So who knew? Gibbs from Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I could probably do him. I'm not that old though. Don't age me, guys. Okay. Unpause. Here we go. Bring it back. Very, very parched. I could do that. I could do because we don't have a Knott's Berry Farm by where we are. I live in Baltimore, so we have a Six Flags right by us, and it's really terrible. I've always wanted to buy that Six Flags and make it into a better theme park than it could ever be. But yeah, if you could go to any foreign Disney parks, which I want to go to all of them. honestly. I want to go to all of them. I really want to go to Shanghai Disney. That's going to be cool. That's going to be pretty cool. Been to the Harry Potter World in Universal Orlando. If you weigh more than 250 pounds, you won't be able to get on anything. Total disappointment. That's what I thought. See, I'm a big guy, and I even lost a ton of weight to get on. The last time I went to Disney World, and I was still pretty big. So it's we'll have to see what happens, and I just want to go just mainly to see everything, and that's why I'm afraid to go to Orlando, because Disney, they kind of build it for everybody, whether you're big or small. With most other places like like Universal and like Six Flags and things like that, they're built for stick people. I don't understand how you can expect seriously, just make them a little bigger. See, it's a little bit bigger. I don't understand. Whatever. That's whatever. Maybe. Fat people hate. I don't know. Finding Dory, can't wait for that one. That one's going to be awesome. I think it won't be as good as Finding Nemo, but Finding Dory, it should be fun. It should be just a fun movie. I don't know if it's going to be as deep, but Pixar always can do that. Is there going to be a Cars 3? If there's a Cars 3, that's totally unnecessary. No, I haven't. I do want to go on a Disney cruise, and that will be another one that I film a lot of. But I do want to try a Disney cruise. I'm really looking forward to that. 7:46. We got like hour 15 minutes left. Really cool. Yes, I am a giant Game of Thrones fan. I watch every week. It's the only weekly episodic show that I watch. Live when it happens. Like everything else, I just wait, and then I get it. I watch it on Netflix or something. But I love Game of Thrones. I absolutely love Game of Thrones. Yes. Retro October. Yes, I'm doing Retro October, and you did mention that. Also, a couple other people that I was talking to, like I think Bob mentioned it. I want to bring back the old hat, which is sitting right up there, and the original 4:3 aspect ratio. So that should be fun. Yes, I will be. And I found all my old intros. I might use some of the older intros and things like that. So that should be a good time. Pixar is great. It'll be a good movie no matter what. It's whether or not we really want to see it. Like Toy Story 4. You really want to see Toy Story 4? Ha 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 ha. Nah, I don't know about, Nemo and all that stuff. I'm not quite sure about that stuff. Who knows? Do you like Once Upon a Time TV series? Not really. Not really my thing. Again, I don't watch too much TV regularly. I watch Game of Thrones, but that's about it. I don't watch too much TV. I like movies and stuff like that. Did you end up seeing Inside Out? Yes, I did. I did a review on that, and it was good. It was good. I didn't like it as much as other people did. I couldn't quite understand or empathize with the main character because I'm kind of not a preteen girl. Not that that's bad. It was harder for me as a 30-year-old guy to understand. I did understand a lot of it. Some of the stuff that she was going through, like I never had to move. I never had to deal with all that, and it was just different for me. But I'm sure for other people, it hit really, it really hit home. I loved the voice acting. I loved the jokes. It was good. It was a good idea, and I really can't wait to see what they do for Riley's first day of school, or what is it? Riley's first date. That's what it is, isn't it? And it's a short film that's coming out, so that should be fun. That should be really fun with that. All right, and again, I'm all ready. Seeing Inside Out. There's going to be a Cars 3, unfortunately. Do we need a D-Tech here in Disneyland? That should be fun. I'm sure they'll do something like that there. You guys need it. You guys need D-Tech. Have you ever thought of redoing? And I wouldn't mind a video every other week or so. Redoing what? What would you like me to redo? Only 8 months later than the original. Oh, you're talking about make it black and white? Make what black and white? You always look mad in your older. Because at the time it was not. It's not that I'm mad. I just have a natural like mean scowling resting face just because of my big jowls, so it brings everything down. So watch. I'm going to completely not emote at all. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2. Totally happy. Really happy right now, just not emoting. See? Not upset. Really happy to be here. But no, it was never that. It was just I didn't have the File91e character down. Like whenever I put on the hat, you know, I become this kind of File91e character. It's kind of like the happy version of me, just amplified a lot. And that's kind of what what I do. It helps me kind of separate what's going on. You know. D-Tech. Do you watch 13 Nights of Halloween? I watched some of it. Like I have a lot of the movies here anyway. Like I really like a lot of those old Halloween movies, like Hocus Pocus and things like that. So that's really fun. What do you think of my Disney Experiences limited fast pass system? I thought it was kind of a letdown, but didn't take away the fun. I don't know yet. I haven't been down to Disney World since they did that. And Disneyland doesn't have that fast pass system. So when we go down next time, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't use fast pass a lot because I usually get to the place earlier than everybody, and I get on. I can walk on rides then. If you get there at opening, you can walk on rides. It's unreal. So we'll have to see what happens with the with the fast pass sort of thing when I go down. Have you heard of some jerk with a camera? He does videos at Disneyland and he is hilarious. Yes, I have. He is I love his videos. They're great, and I highly recommend them to everybody else. He does a lot of really cool stuff. I want them to bring Inside Out into Cranium Command. That open the the Wonders of Life Pavilion and bring Inside Out into that. I think that could be really cool. So who knows? Maybe with the Epcot upgrade they'll do that. You do a Pixar Shorts review month? Yeah, I could. I have the Pixar Shorts over there. I really enjoyed that. Can I have your hat? No. I am in the marching band and we are doing a Disney themed show. Oh, awesome! That is really cool. I would love to hear some of that stuff. I assume Retro October. Yes, Retro October is going to be a thing. I actually redid all of the old reviews once already, so I'm not going to do it again. I kind of already did that. Like as my first set of reviews, it was done with me with the the hat, and I was scowling a lot. So I finally went and redid all of them, and then I went to Disneyland, and now I'm kind of back here. So I've already done it already, unfortunately. Good idea though. Good idea. Now it was never black and white. I never had a black and white show, so I'll just do the old hat and the 4x3, and then that'll pretty much be it. Like the band. The band's very convenient. However, the whole 60 days pre-planning to get on any fast pass line needs to go. Yeah, I can imagine that could be kind of a pain in the butt. Planning a lot, we'll just have to see how it goes, and I'll give you my experience on it later, I guess. You do not have my spare hat. My spare hat's sitting. Oh, where'd it go? No, it's sitting right there. All right, it's good to see a lot of people here. We're still having some fun. Got about an hour left. What else do you guys want to talk about? Now we can talk about Disney, D23 Expo. We can talk about, if you have any questions about me, my life, anything like that, whatever, I'm willing to answer them. I think I've caught up. Did I catch up? Yes, I've caught up finally. Oh, Lordy, Lordy be. Have I heard of the thingamavlogs? No, I haven't actually. There's a lot of Disney YouTubers out there now, and they have a lot more content that I could ever even try to put out. You know, they go to Disney a lot. Like I don't like, you know, they are constantly in the loop with everything. Like I try to keep in the loop, but it's you know, it's kind of tough for me to do that. But let me just, you know, ooh, no, it's not too hot. But you know, I don't really know many of the Disney YouTubers out there. It's terrible. How is Bob? Bob's great. Bob's awesome. I see him every day. He works with me, so you know, we're best friends, and you know, I see him every day. I'll probably see him sometime this week. I'm going to be filming some Wrestle Theme review stuff tomorrow. He might show up, so that should be cool. Hey, if I get down to Florida, I would love to meet you too, guy, if you are in Disney World. Any news on the Haunted Mansion movie? I know what's his name wants to do it. The what's his name? Oh God, he did the Big Machine movie with the aliens. Oh, what is it? What is his name? What is his name? What's his name? It's not Benicio del Toro. It's Del Toro though. Guillermo del Toro. No, yeah, I heard he still wants to do it, and I would love to see it. There's a backstory to the Haunted Mansion that could really be cool, so I would love to see that. What do we think of Toy Story Land? It should be fun. I was kind of hoping for a more broader Pixar sort of theme, but the fact that they just made it Toy Story, again, you know, I think it could work out. I'm still waiting for a Pixar park, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Well, maybe not till later. But no, I think with the Slinky Dog ride and the other stuff that they're going to have there, it should be pretty cool. So really, really fun stuff. Saw a clip of me as Dr. Light with Corn Shack, but I didn't see the full video. What was it for? It was if you go back to this year's Mega Man video, or his Mega Man play it through videos, I was in the intro for that. He wanted me to play this character from Mega Man named Dr. Light. Never heard of him before, but it was fun. It was a really fun character to do, and it was great. I love to act a little bit. As far as Fantasmic goes, he said that they did replace some scenes in Fantasmic, but they were just in the water. Do you think they'll replace the Pocahontas scene? Maybe. I think they should replace it. I mean, it's kind of old and dated, and I think I would love to see kind of like a Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, action stunt show. That could be fun. But there's there's a ton of different movies out there that they could do action sequences based on. The Incredibles, that sort of thing. But you know, who knows? Who knows? I have to go to work. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Can't wait to watch the rest tomorrow. See you, buddy. You take it easy, all right? Thanks for being out here. Yes, the Indiana Jones Spectacular will be going away. It will be eliminated for Star Wars Land. That was inevitable. They're trying to make Hollywood Studios be more of a in the movies rather than behind the scenes of the movies. So that being there, it's still fun and still very popular. It just doesn't fit in with the new theme anymore. Yes, it does bum me out. Am I going to get Disney Infinity 3? Probably, because I like Star Wars. Zootopia looks fun. It'll be interesting to see. I hope it's better than Rio and stuff like that. No, I don't think they could ever get anybody else to try to play Jack Sparrow. If they did, it would be a very bad move on Disney. It'd be like if they were to do that, that'd be a money grabbing sort of thing. There's nobody else that could do that. Have you read the Figment comics? My friend Bob has them, and I thumbed through a little bit of them. I'm not a big comic book guy, but they were good. They were really good, really well done, really well done. I love the new kind of steampunk Dreamfinder. I think they could bring that into the new Imagination Pavilion. Kind of maybe a steampunkish vibe. That'd be kind of neat for Epcot. Yeah, definitely Pixar Land would be a lot better. What would you say if I told you they're making it? I guess that's Autopia movie. They're making an Autopia movie. They did. It's called Cars. If you could date any Disney princess, who would it be? If I could date any Disney princess, that's a question. There's a question. Let's go through this. I don't know. I don't know. They're all beautiful, so they can just eliminate that thing out the window. I'm not a big, like, oh my god, sort of person, so I need somebody who's a little bit strong-willed. Merida seems like she could kick my butt, so I don't think it could be that. Not just because of that, I just don't think she's looking for a date right now. Let's see. I don't know. Disney princess. Well, now that Princess Leia is a Disney princess, maybe Princess Leia? Yeah. I don't know. All the Disney princesses are very good looking, but I did get a kiss when I was 4 years old from Cinderella. She kissed me right on this cheek, and she left some lip marks from her lipstick, and hey, what can I say? I was cute back then. I'm a cute guy now. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Yes, The Rock. I did hear that The Rock is technically going to be starring in a Jungle Cruise-based movie. They've been wanting to do a Jungle Cruise movie for the longest time. Originally it was going to be Will Ferrell doing this, but then he wound up doing Land of the Lost. I think that's what the Jungle Cruise movie is going to wind up being. Either that, or it's going to be like an action adventure. I don't know how they're going to do this. But hopefully, it could be fun. The Rock is a big action hero, and he has the charisma, and everybody loves him right now. So. All right. Do I have a favorite restaurant in Disney World? I love Le Cellier Steakhouse, man. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. That's an Epcot. Really, really good stuff there. When we do eat in Disney World, it's usually quick service. I don't have many table service restaurants. I love quick service wise. Pizza Planet was good. I love Cosmic Rays, Starlight Cafe. That was awesome. Yeah, those are some pretty good ones. Only caveat to replacing the Pocahontas scene, it has to be a movie with a boat, as the water scene before it is the stormy boat thing. Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you think they will put the mythical section in the Animal Kingdom? No, that's going to be the Avatar Land. That's the mythical animals that they're going for. Tomlin! How you doing, buddy? I'm pretty sure they're going to start construction on those two lands, Star Wars Land and Toy Story Land, in around 2018, 2020. That's when you'll start to see things shape up and be moved and stuff like that. They're still dealing with Avatar Land right now. Oh my god, yeah. No, that's funny. Yeah, Snow White, seeing whenever I meet characters in like the Disney parks, I don't know whether to talk to them as the person that they are or as the character that they're playing. So it's kind of weird for me being a 30-year-old talking to Snow White, and she's like, "Oh, hello," and I'm just like, "All right, cool it," you know. So it's, you know, it's funny to kind of play around with that. I will say the best people that we hung out with or talked to was Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. That was awesome. They were great. Just, we had a fun time with that. A trip into the real psyche of fun, only asking the real questions. There you go. Okay, that's cool. What kind of music do you listen to? I listen to a lot. I've evolved in music. I don't like country. I'm sorry. Not a big country music guy. I like a lot of rock and roll. I'm really into 90s music right now. But the main thing that I listen to, if you were to turn on my car, are two different stations. One is the spa stations, you know, with that ethereal music or whatever. It helps calm me down. And the other stuff is, I love electronic music, you know, like the that sort of stuff. I really love that. I listen to BPM on my Sirius XM and all that stuff. I really love that stuff. But I'm just not into country. I pretty much will listen to anything. I'm just not into country. But you know, if you're in my car right now, it will be the loud bass thumping music that I like. But that's just because I like to dance. I love dance music, that sort of thing. So yeah. Oh, see you, Bart. Bye. What was your favorite quick service food at Disneyland California Adventure? Oh, good Lord. I loved the Golden Horseshoe Saloon. That was awesome. Golden Horseshoe was great. We ate also at the Cozy Cone Motel and Disney's California Adventure. Those were good too. He does look ticked. Well, I saw File in last person. Oh, I don't look that upset. I was looking for you, John. I was. This is my Terminator scan face. It's the. I do the Terminator scan whenever I'm in Disney World looking for people. I don't mean to have a bad face. It's just, it is my face. I'm not smiling all the time. When I don't smile, I look like this. I'm not upset. I'm really happy. I'm not so happy anymore. If I could work for Disney, what current land would I work for? I would love to be in Epcot. Love to be in Epcot. What kind of e-ticket ride should they put in the World Showcase? First off, I think they need to get rid of that, like, you know, they need to put like an Africa section over there in that one, like, you know, it says like, what is it called? The Outback section, or an Australia. Ooh, Australia. They could do that. They could put that in Epcot. That would be fun. That'd be cool. Yeah. But as far as rides go, Mexico has one. I would love to see what Tokyo could do with a ride. That'd be fun. How do you know I like ASMR videos? How do you know? Yes, I do like ASMR videos. They help put me to sleep. I'm more of a, I like, what was it, Gentle Whispering? She's cool. She has a good voice. And, I just kind of look around. I don't really have too many favorites. It's just like, I like the, you know, the role plays or whatever it is. But it helps put me to sleep. Because otherwise I can't really go to sleep that well. Again, hey, we can talk about anything. It doesn't have to be Disney or not. You know, ask me questions. Hi, Mike's mom. Are you watching me on the iPad in the kitchen? What are you doing in the kitchen? Are you just watching me? You making something? I made some pizzas earlier. That's all I did. So hi, Mike's mom. What is it? Joyce. Joyce, Mike's mom. How you doing? Well, it's great that you love Disney. It's great that you love Disney. You have a great son, by the way. You have a great son. He has been a big supporter of mine for a long time. So, awesome. All right, see you, Javier. I loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. That would be awesome if they did reboot it. I'm not sure if it could still play because Will Smith was just the biggest part of that show that made it so great. So they'd have to find a new guy kind of like that. But Will Smith was just fantastic. I love the Fresh Prince. Cats or dogs? Dogs, but I don't have any pets. I'm not a big pet guy. I never grew up with pets. It's terrible. I don't have any bad feelings towards them. I just, to me, I never had a pet, and so I don't really desire one. Although I have been thinking about maybe getting a small dog or something like that, just to kind of have something. But I'm afraid, like I'm a hurt it or something. So I don't want to be responsible for the death of something. Like, I can handle my plants. I have a plant that I care for, but that's about it. I did think about doing a cooking with File91e. I have some other things. I just don't know what you would want to see. But, I don't know, maybe I could do something, tortillas, just basic stuff that I like to eat. Because it's not that I don't eat fancy things. I really don't. I'm more of a very bacon and eggs kind of guy, steak and potatoes kind of guy. I do love to grill on the grill though, so that might be something I love. No problem, Mike's mom. Bye, Joyce. Or if you're still watching, have a good one. Thanks for watching, Joyce. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. How long have I been working in a hospital? 8 years. I started doing my videos when I started working there because I was bored and I was thinking of something to do. I wanted to do a kind of a vlog. I didn't necessarily think it was going to be a Disney vlog. I just wanted to do something because I had the channel up, and well, there it is. 8 years later, I started that, and it went over. Yes. It's actually sitting right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Great movie, great book. Check it. Check that out. Yeah, yes. It'd be nice to move to New Mexico. It's beautiful down there. It's still too warm, but maybe one day, maybe up in the mountains, I'd love to visit New Mexico and check that out. I could revive cooking with File91e. Yes, I could. Yes, I could. Oity doity doity. I think it'll look good. Yes, I like the concept art, and I do think it will look good. If Disney's good at one thing, it's making that look real, or the unreal real to me. Because again, it's a planet we've never been on. And it's a spaceport that we've never been to, so they're building a whole new area. So it's kind of a mixer, it looks like a mixture of like Naboo and Dagobah to me, like kind of a old sort of thing like that. It looks fun. Most prized DVD or Blu-ray purchase? I don't know. I don't really put giant stock in all of it. I really liked all these box sets that I got, like the Toy Story ones and all that stuff. That was when I was really into collecting these, and they were fun to get, to go through, because Disney does some really good stuff. I love these Zorro ones that I have, because I had to earn a lot of points on my Disney movie rewards to get those. They were nice to have. Yeah, I got it for Christmas. Guardians of the Galaxy, right here. It's behind me. That's why you can't see it. It's always behind me. See my giant head? Just kind of gets in the way. I saw the new book. Ooh, yes, I just saw it. Like a day or so ago. Somebody mentioned it to me, and I want to get that. Maybe for Christmas, I'll I'll get it for myself or something like that. Maybe ask my brother to get it, because he always asks me, "What do you want for Christmas?" Give me a book or a DVD. You don't need to give me anything. So we always get into a big bickering fight back and forth. So maybe I'll ask him for that. No, I haven't read any of the Kingdom Keepers books. I know that they're pretty good, though. I know I've talked to a couple people who really like them. So that's really the only opinion I have on them. I think the test will be how Avatar Land turns out. Yeah, but from what I've seen from Avatar Land, especially with the interactive kind of glowing flowers and interactive mats and everything, I think it's going to look really cool. I don't see Disney skimping on that. I don't think they're going to mess with that. Like, I can't, do it. Have I read any Disney marathons? No. Okay, that was another idea I wanted to do. What type of ideas would you like for a Disney marathon? I have some Disney board games that I was going to kind of do for, like, play board games for a couple hours one night, or like that. Maybe kind of raise some money for charity for that. Because all my friends do marathons, and I don't do a marathon. What type of marathons would you like to see? I was going to make a Tron roller coaster, Star Wars Land, and Roller Coaster Tycoon. Please make a few vids on that game. It'll be perfect. I know you're on amazing, but it'll be so. When I get the new Roller Coaster Tycoon, I will probably do, videos like that. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I actually made Ocean City, Maryland. I made the Trimpers Rides boardwalk area in Roller Coaster Tycoon, and to be honest, that was fun. I love making big parks just with the theming and everything. I love making sure the theming is right in the right areas and putting stuff in. So with Roller Coaster Tycoon World, I'm really excited for that. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Randy Newman impression. Okay. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Good enough? Alright. I love the way that looks. Oh, okay. Getting a little deep with this next one. If someone was to travel back in time to September of 2008 and tell you that 8 years later, how would I react? Ooh, that is deep. How would I react? I probably wouldn't believe it. I think I'd be happy and encouraged, and maybe it would, I'd take more chances earlier on, or than I did, because when I started, I had no idea what I was going to be doing. I thought it was just going to be me talking about my week. That's it. It started with a little camera, just feeding directly into my old computer, and I didn't think it was going to be anything more important. I was kind of hoping it would lead to maybe doing kind of like video, like movies and stuff like that, but I had no idea that it was going to be like this. And if I could go back and tell myself that it's going to be something like this, I don't know. Maybe if I did, I'd go in a different way, because I was a different person back then. I was a way different person back then than I am now. So that's a good question. That was a fantastic question. Yes, Avatar Land will be amazing. Love the movie and would love the land also. A lot of people are like, oh, it's crapping all over Avatar. Avatar was a good movie. And Disney with Avatar is going to be fantastic. I don't know how you can, mess that up. I should do Extra Life. Extra Life? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. Maybe do a live Disney board game show. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about going over to my friend Kornchak's house and doing because he has all the streaming stuff set up for that. Because I don't have the room here to do a live stream for any more than just me. But it would be nice to actually do a live streaming with all the Disney board games, so you guys can actually see the Magic Kingdom board game that I have, which is a fantastic game. It's hilarious. Well, I don't know what Extra Life is. Roller Coaster Tycoon is one of my favorites. I always make my... Yeah, definitely. Newman. What's the best concert I've ever been to? Best concert I've ever been... I honestly don't really go to many rock concerts and stuff like that. Because live music is... or it's kind of... I don't have any favorite bands or anything like that. Because to me, when I go to concerts, I want to hear what they play on the CD, so why not just listen to the CD? But probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to was John Williams live. John Williams is the guy that does all the Star Wars themes, Jaws theme, Indiana Jones and everything. And he was live here at the BSO, the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, conducting the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, playing his music. And that was one of the best things ever. I got really good seats. I was able to see him like right there. And it was just so awesome because he didn't play Indiana Jones, which is my favorite theme, obviously. Right off the bat, it wasn't listed in the program. It was, he played one theme from Indiana Jones 3, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But he didn't play the Raiders March. I'm like, how do you not play the Raiders March? That's like your signature thing. He played Star Wars, played everything else, didn't play the Raiders March. But as an encore, he played the Raiders March. The first thing came out, it was a Godfather thing, and then second encore, he comes out and he goes, I got one more. Just one thing. And sure enough, he goes, bum, 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 and I just screamed, yes! Oh man, everyone was looking at me. I felt so bad, but I just was so happy that he played the Raiders theme, and it was just great. So awesome. Can you do a shout out to me, Omar Meza, in your Omar Meza. It's hard. Hey Omar, it's Randy Newman. Omar Meza here. I just want to say thank you for all your support over the years. Thank you. You are a good friend to me. You got a friend in me. There you go. That's the best I can do. I don't think I've seen the Paint the Night Parade yet. I think that's the next one that I want to be going down to go see. I can't wait to see it though. Favorite movie of the year so far? Jurassic World. Definitely favorite movie of the year so far. Saw that one like 3 different times in the theater, so I loved it. Favorite movie that you have to see and watch. Favorite movie that you have to see and what's your favorite current television show? Current television show I think is Game of Thrones, and favorite movie that I've seen. Well, this year I guess is Jurassic World. Yeah. Favorite superhero? Not Superman. I mean, come on now. No, I don't know. Probably the Hulk. I like the Hulk. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. Maybe I can do something then. Maybe I'll do a live stream for Extra Life and do it then. Maybe that, that could be fun. Do you happen to see the viral video of a little girl putting guests on his place? Yes, I saw it and it was hilarious. I thought, the fact that they got a perfect guy to play Gaston to go back and forth with these people. I mean, they are trained, really well done individuals. So I love it. Do I like parody movies? Occasionally. Some of them are good. Like I like it when good directors do it, like Mel Brooks, that sort of thing. Like I hated the Scary movies. Like the first 2 were okay, but everything else was terrible. Epic Movie and all those stupid. It was just stupid. It was just stupid. But some of them are okay. Some of them are okay. Will I do more live streams? Maybe. It's tough to get everything all around, but who knows? Who knows in the future? Who knows? Half an hour left. All right. I like Game of Thrones. Do you think Jon Snow will come back? Yes, I think he's going to be coming back. Mainly because the actor Kit Harington did not cut his hair yet. he has gone on record as saying he hates his hair. So if his character is dead, why hasn't he cut his hair yet? So I think, yes, I think he plays a big part in the ending of Game of Thrones. He will come back. Do you have a favorite non-Disney animated movie? Yeah, I like a couple of them. Let's see. Rise of the Guardians was good. I love Prince of Egypt. Page Master, I guess you could consider that a animated movie. I mean, the majority of it was Fern Gully, another really good one. Love Fern Gully. Young Frankenstein, favorite Mel Brooks movies, Spaceballs. Love Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles. Oh, I love Blazing Saddles. Here comes Mongo. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That Extra Life could be my Disney board game thing. So that could be fun. That could be fun. November 7th. It gives me a month or so to plan it and hopefully get get it done. It'll be a couple hours playing these video games over at my friend's house because he has the setup all kind of rigged for that. So that could be cool. That could be cool. I have a bunch of Disney video games or board games that could be fun. Maybe do like a marathon or a tournament for one of them. Who knows? Hair Watch 2015, Jon Snow. Yes, I think it will be back. If I could say one thing to Walt Disney, it's easy. Thanks. Thank you so much for everything that you just invented. Or, okay, I would go back to the day, if I could go back to a certain time in Walt Disney's life, it would be the day he started smoking. I would say to him, stop. It's going to kill you. So that would be it. I'll look into that. The Extra Life thing. I'll look into that. That could be cool. Sitting in this chair is very uncomfortable. I've been sitting here for like 3 hours, so it's like, I want to get up and do something. I've got a 3-day weekend though. That's awesome. It's like the first day of a 3-day weekend, and I'm here with you guys. This is a good day. It's a good day. Oh, I'm so. What else you guys want to talk about? We were getting some good questions here. Not everything has to be about Disney. Sports. Personal life? I don't know. But then again, I guess this is a Disney live stream. So yeah, I guess you want to talk about Disney. Do I have a favorite film critic? No, I'm not big into film critics. I think, I do review movies, but certain film critics are just bad. Oh, I will tell you that I love the How It Should Have Ended guys and the Honest Trailer guys. I think they're hilarious. Favorite college football team? I guess it would be Maryland Terrapins. I'm not really into college football, unfortunately. I should be, but it's confusing. Like, it's hard to get into college football. You support a team that is, like, undefeated, and then they don't get a bowl game. You're like, what the heck's going on? Just sent a link to YouTube. Blocked it anyway. Star Wars Battlefront just tweeted out a Boba Fett thing. Oh, God. Post it to my File91e's Facebook page. I'll check it out later. I shouldn't be leaning back like this because I know I'm way camera down right now. So I'll sit up. I do like Game of Thrones. It's one of my favorite shows. Okay. What's your favorite attraction in each park at Disney World? In each park, Epcot, it has to be Soarin', or Spaceship Earth. I know it's kind of weird, but Spaceship Earth, that's very sentimental to me. Animal Kingdom, Expedition Everest. Yeah, Expedition Everest. So far. Magic Kingdom, it's tied between Pirates of the Caribbean and Carousel of Progress. And at Hollywood Studios, it was Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. but it currently is right now. But I guess Twilight Zone's great too. And I love Phantasmic. I love Phantasmic. Donald Trump? I don't do politics. Not on here personally. I don't agree with what he says. But I will say that. I think he's doing this all just for attention. And the fact that some people are supporting him, it kind of makes me wonder. Personal life with File91e. Yeah, so try to keep the politics down. I'm weirdly in the middle when it comes to politics. It's certain things I like, certain things I don't like. So, you know, I'm very individual when it comes to politics. I don't just have bias toward one side. Because politics really divides people, and I don't like that. Favorite baseball team? The O's. Baltimore Orioles. I love the Orioles. NFL next week. Are you ready, Nick? Am I ready? Are you ready, son? Are you ready to go? This is going to get interesting. I can't wait. You got your Chiefs. I got my Ravens. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see. I loved Arena August, and I am going to bring that back next year. I think it's going to be Land versus World 2, you know, kind of whatever. I might do some movie trailer kind of build up to it. But I do want to do like ride versus movie, that sort of thing, or that sort of thing, like how the movie does versus the ride or something like that. I'm thinking of kind of doing stuff like that, you know. So if you have any ideas for that sort of like what verses you would see, that'd be interesting. Have you ever thought about joining DVC? I would love to join the Disney Vacation Club. I just don't have I don't have enough money intake every year to do that. I would love it, believe me. If I had the money intake every year, I only make like 30 grand a year, and if I could, make enough to do that, that'd be great. I would love it. I do want to go to Alani. I want to check. I want to do everything that Disney has to offer, but again, I just don't have the money to. Thanks for loving Arena August. I loved it too. Spaceship Earth is my favorite, along with Carousel Park. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff there. The next themed month will be October. It's going to be Retro October. All the old, a lot of older rides. Now it can include Disneyland too, so I get to go to. There will be a lot of Yesterland pictures. If you've never seen Yesterland.com, check that out. Really cool stuff. That's my only idea, the Mickey saving the day thing. I really don't. I mean, I'd have to really come down and think about that. Oh, I think I just got your the Twitter stuff. There you go. Sweet. I got the Boba Fett thing, by the way. Favorite hockey team? I don't like hockey. Sorry. I guess it would be the Wizards because they're closest by. Favorite movie? France. Favorite movie? France, Canada, or China? Are those movies? I can't believe that it's almost the holiday season. I mean, I really can't. You know, I've already started to buy. I bought my first Christmas gift today. Really? I mean, this year flew by. Unreal. Not So Scary Halloween Party was better, in my opinion, than Disney's the Disneyland Halloween Party. Do I like Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Do I like Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Of course I do! It's great. I love this movie. None shall pass. Hey, I'll have your leg. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. Stupid English pig dogs. Oh, I love that. Well, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? It depends on if it's European swallow. African swallow maybe, but European swallow, it's a good question of error weight ratios. Oh, China looks really nice. France is really well themed. It has the better restaurant and everything. China looks really nice. I love the Oriental kind of flavor to it. Canada also has a great restaurant as well. So, yeah. Favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Pulp Fiction. Yes, Pulp Fiction. I think that's his best movie. I love Kill Bill, love Django Unchained, loved them all. I just think Pulp Fiction was the best story because it was just so like, what the heck just happened? A special edition Blu-ray coming out soon. Oh, on what? Which special edition Blu-ray? I don't know what we're talking about. If you could get evacuated. If I could get evacuated from one Disney World / land ride, what would it be like? If it broke down? Be interested to see what happens with Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, especially if we're in like the boat area. I'd be interested to see what happens. I haven't, and I really want to see Spamalot. I think that would be great. I really think Spamalot would be awesome. Do I enjoy Kimmy Schmidt? Kimmy Schmidt. Why have I heard that name before? I know she's an actress, and I think it's the person that I'm thinking about. We just got... No, not Snapchat. No, not Snapchat. I don't Snapchat, by the way, so don't ask me. Alright. Can't type on my phone. Oh, it's the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Yeah, no, it's Ellie has Ellie Kemper. No, I haven't watched that yet, but I know it was Ellie Kemper. Last 25-minute hype. There you go. Oh, Monty Python's coming out with a... Oh, I can't wait for that then. That's going to be awesome. I'll have to get that one. Yes, they do have poutine at the Canadian place, and it's really fantastic. That was the first time I'd ever had poutine, and it was awesome. I had that with my steak, and it was delicious. I did not get Disney Infinity 3.0. I might get it later. So. Oh, God, I didn't put them together. Okay, France, China, or Canada. I think China has the better one. I like China's. I think it has the better Circle Vision movie. I think it's better. I didn't put that. I did not put those together. I'm sorry, buddy. I am so sorry. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. Well, we got a bunch of people talking, and it's like we had about 15 people so far. So that's a pretty decent amount, for a Saturday night. Pretty cool. I would love to see that. I would love to kind of like drain everything out and to see what they find in there. I'm sure they got some really crazy stuff. Oh, Falcarelli, you and your Patriots. You and your Patriots. You got past one. You got one past them all with Tom Brady thing. Come on. Have I ever jumped off of a plane? No. Don't plan on it. I'm a big guy. I like to stay right here on the ground. I was on Pirates when it broke down. They have exits in the attraction with stairs and hallways to get you back. Also broke down on Wonderland. Saw the area where they fixed the cat. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I'm sure it's not as complicated as it seems to get out, but no, that'd be interesting. Yes, I know. It's been about 3 hours. I mean, I think I've done pretty good. Usually I do about 2 hours of a show, but when I did, because I was doing the first portion was mainly just the actual show, you know. What kind of car do I drive? I drive an SUV. It's a Hyundai. So I have to have a car good enough to get me in and out of work because I work in a hospital. I'm required to be there in all kinds of weather. So if it snows, I have to be there. So I need a car that can get me through. So that's always good. Scares water slide? I've never been on really any scary water slides. I don't get on a lot of scary stuff like the Summit Plummet or anything like that. I really wouldn't do that. Doesn't really seem like one of my things. I don't do many water stuff because I'm a big guy, get a little self-conscious. Don't like to be in the water park because I don't like to look crappy. There you go. Do I have a favorite Disney YouTuber or Periscoper? This guy right here. Now, I really don't have a favorite one, although I do follow, like Deb Wills of allears.net and all that stuff and those types of people because they do go places a lot more than and I love to watch their stuff and see what they do. Inside the Magic is good. They have a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. I would love to just, work for them or do anything like that, but, it is what it is. They've created some really great stuff. Which would I find more tolerable? An endless loop of Circle of Life, Environmental Fable, or an endless loop of It's a Small World, Let It Go, and Hakuna Matata? So are you saying it's Circle of Life versus an endless loop of all three of those together? I think it would definitely be Small World, Let It Go, and Hakuna Matata all together versus that, the Circle of Life. I can't anything without Circle of Life. No. I could probably do Hakuna Matata over Let It Go. And definitely not Small World because that would just be crazy. That's insane. What do I have on my bucket list? Well, I want to visit all the parks. I want to have a kid, get married, all that stuff. Own a house, not be in debt. Make a feature-length movie. Not, it can be a crappily made movie, but I do want to make a movie that's at least an hour and a half long, all the way through. Visit some places. I would love to visit, Italy and all that thing and all that stuff. So that'd be kind of cool. Yes, I've been to a couple of Disney water parks. They're okay. They're really good. They're really good water parks. I just don't really get much out of them because I don't really like water parks. I forgot what I said about the Circle of Life. Honestly, everybody has mentioned that. I totally forgot what I said about the Circle of Life. Totally forgot. Favorite Marvel character and film so far? I love Hulk. He's one of my favorites. I also love Captain America. He's really cool. And Iron Man. I like the technology there. And my favorite Marvel movie so far has been The Avengers, the first one. I think that's the best complete movie that they have. Fresh Baked Disney, I've heard of him. Again, there's a lot of really good Disney YouTubers out there. I would never make a movie based on what I do here. I would never do that. That wouldn't be a real thing. Oh, I am so ready for The Force Awakens. It is unreal. I took some time off from work. I got the whole day. I'm ready to just kind of marathon the movie. And then I have my friend who works at the Senator Theater, the historic Senator Theater here in Baltimore, and he's gonna do. And he's doing the midnight release, and I can't wait to just be there. It's going to be awesome. I was there for the Harry Potter, premiere, and it was just fantastic. So I absolutely can't wait for The Force Awakens. It's going to be unreal. Who's your favorite Pixar princess? I didn't know they had princesses, to be honest. Star Wars Land or probably Star Wars Land. Definitely Star Wars Land. I am not the reincarnated Walt Disney because he was a lot more driven than I was. Well, they removed his office so they could put it back in the museum, the Walt Disney Museum. They will, I'm sure they'll have a Disney something. Maybe, hopefully like at the beginning of the Magic Kingdom or something like that. You know, maybe as you're waiting for, what is it on the right side? What is on the right side? The Kodak Theater, the Magician Theater, whatever it is. They have room that they can put stuff for Walt. They can, they do have room for that. Oh my God, this chair is, it is so uncomfortable. Yes, I am the best Disney YouTuber. Thanks. Go Ravens. No, I'm not. I'm not the best Disney YouTuber. There's no competition. There's no competition. Yeah, dude, you gotta, especially if you're a huge Star Wars fan, you gotta take it. You gotta take the day off just so you can marathon the movies right before. If I could own one piece of Disney or Walt memorabilia, what would it be? Oof. So we have to be park related. I don't know. Maybe something like, I don't know, like a forum where he first purchased stuff for Disneyland or Disney World, something like that. That'd be interesting. Or a pen that he used, or a pin, or maybe one of his suits. That'd be interesting. Favorite Harry Potter film? I love them all because I enjoyed them all. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, but I enjoyed the films. I do gotta say I loved the last one. That was one heck of a ride. That was a good one. Yeah, Merida is a Pixar princess, but I don't think she's in the hunt for a spouse. I don't think she's in the hunt for that. Disney film that I can make into a ride. I think they're doing pretty good with that. I don't really have any opinions on that. There's no really one that's kind of jumping to my head as far as Disney film making to a ride. I love original rides. Like stuff that they can make movies out of, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean and all that stuff. That'd be interesting. Yes, I have. I thought it'd be fun to be an Imagineer, but really I'm just an idea guy. I don't have any, like feasible knowledge on how to build anything or anything like that. Like I would love to say, here's what you need to do with Epcot. Here's what you need to do with this, and then have them do it. But that's you need to focus on the Imagination Pavilion. This has been neglected forever. You have this new thing with the the comic books or whatever. So do something with that. A lot of interactive stuff. Everything is interactive. Make everything interactive. Why can't you do that? Whatever. Focus on that. Then you got the Wonders of Life Pavilion over here. You got Inside Out, which is all about inside bodies and stuff like that. That's what it really needs to be. You don't need to talk about the human reproduction or everything like that. Let that just be gone. But talk about food and stuff like that and all that. So, although they did try that because they, oh my God, you can't say somebody's overweight or something like that. It's like whatever. But there's a lot of things that I think they could do. Update the frickin' the universe of energy, and have bring back Ellen and Bill Nye the Science Guy, because they're back in the news right now, and bring in Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I think they could really do something with that. But whatever. That's just me. What brand of scotch do you keep in my house? Lagavulin. Although my grandfather loved cheap scotch, so I always have some of that just for him. But he likes the cheaper brand. But I like Lagavulin or Johnny Walker. That's pretty good too. Johnny Walker Red. A pipe dream, I know, but do you think Disney would ever open up Walt's apartment for guests with extremely big wallets to stay in, similar to... No, they would never do anything like that. No, they don't want to touch anything or disturb anything. They would never do anything like that. So far, would you agree that the Cars Land is the most themed land in all of Disney? Yeah. Since, actually seeing it, yes. They have everything is perfect there. Everything is perfect. Have I ever played a Jumbo Jenga? I don't know what that is. If you could go back in time, what Disney World or Disneyland history would you like to go back, aka opening day, theme area opening up? I really love to go back to the opening at Epcot. I don't want to go to the opening of Disneyland because everything didn't work then. I would like to see, the opening of Disney World. That would, like that could be fun. Yeah. Opening of Pirates of the Caribbean. That'd be fun. That'd be cool. Can I do a Disney character impression? I can do a Goofy laugh. Oh, that's pretty good. Can only do that. I can't wait for the Peach Dragon. Yeah, me either. That should be interesting. That's a movie that I think could have been remade. I'm still waiting on my 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea movie. I want that. That's a movie that I want to see. What do I think is the best channel for Disney Parks history? I don't know. There's a guy I used to watch a lot. He made videos. It was called Martin's Vids. MartinsVids. He did like history of the stuff. He also has a Vimeo, which he has a lot more videos on. So Google Martin's Vids, and he has some awesome videos that he made. Just some history videos, and they're just fantastic. I mean, you can learn the history of everything. He did like the complete history of Horizons, of the world of motion and things like that. Just really, really cool stuff. So check that out. That's one thing I could tell you. What favorite kind of Chinese food? I am a solid. This is the only Chinese food that I eat: chicken and broccoli, white rice or brown rice, depending on how I'm feeling, and a lot of Chinese hot mustard. That stuff is awesome on everything. What upcoming Disney films are you most excited for besides The Force Awakens? I don't know. All of them. I will go to see all of them. So I really can't wait to see all of that. I want to see Finding Dory and all that other stuff. That Jack and the Giant or Jack and the Beanstalk one seems pretty cool. Oh my God! 8 minutes. 8 whole minutes left. Let's get your. Is he still doing stuff? Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I gotta go check out Martin's Vids. He's still doing stuff. Go to Martin's Vids. Check him out. He does some really awesome Disney history stuff if you're into that. Would I ever like to dress up for Dapper Day? Yeah, but we don't have one because, or at least I don't have one because I don't live down there. You live right next to a friggin' Disney park. Come on, man. If the world is going to be destroyed and people can only bring one movie with them on the spacecraft on SY, what movie would you bring, Disney or non-Disney? Oh, man. Probably Raiders of the Lost Ark. Or Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, because that's technically my favorite one. Either of those two. Terminus actually is my favorite character. He was perfect. I love his song. Every little piece, every little piece. We can make $1 million by slicing him, dicing him. Hoagie we could sell. Every little shell. There's enough of him to go around. Money, money, money by the pound. Every little piece. Oh, I love that song. I love it. Stockholm, Sweden. Yeah, buddy. Cool stuff. I don't know Disneyland Hacker. I don't know him. Or them. I don't know what it is. Dis Unplugged is good too. They're really good. Again, there's a lot of really awesome Disney YouTubers out there, and you know, a lot more involved with Disney World than I am. I'm just a guy. I am still one of the main YouTubers that doesn't make money off of his stuff, and I just want to put content out because you know, and because I have an opinion. I'm not trying to be the best. I'm not trying to be anything aside from what I am, and just to give you guys an honest to God opinion from me. You know, yes, I'd say I put on a character for this, you know, with File91e. Yes, File91e can be an extension of myself rather than who I really am. Because there is a difference between Nick and File91e. There is a difference. But, you know, I just, I don't believe that YouTube should have been, or should be a money-making thing, because I get questions all the time, like, how can I make money off of YouTube? How can I get my subscribers? Or how can I just put out stuff and just enjoy making videos? That's the whole reason I started. I'm really not a good person to ask, you know, to ask that question to, because I don't believe in the money and stuff. Busch Gardens is great. I just can't get on anything. I can't get on any rides aside from Disney rides, because Disney rides actually fit bigger people. Everywhere else, you really can't. Favorite Tim Burton movie? Batman. Thoughts on Chris Pratt playing Indiana Jones? Yes. Perfect. That's the perfect one. He has the charisma, the everyman quality, and he is a good-looking guy. And that girl's that girl's like, he can be the new Indiana Jones. A lot of people don't like it. I think he can be the new Indiana Jones. A lot of people are like, Bradley Cooper can do it. Now he's a little too abrasive to be Indiana Jones. That's just my opinion. Although I do like Bradley Cooper. I think he's great. What was your high school mascot? We were a friar. The Curly Friars. Archbishop Curly Friars. There you go. Archbishop Curly High School is where I went to. Dang, I went to private school. Oh, man. A character. Not a character, just a extension of my personality turned up to 11. This one goes to 11. Have you ever seen the Disney movie Newsies? And yes, I would highly recommend it. Very good movie. The Broadway show is apparently very good too, so check that out. Because I haven't, I don't review Universal stuff because I haven't been there in forever. The last time I was there, the Jaws ride was a thing, along with the Back to the Future ride. So, yeah. And King Kong hadn't been set on fire. Yeah. All right, last questions. Let's see. Would I ever collab with someone to join a... it's a lot of effort to do, and because I have a very strict schedule, collabing and doing stuff like that doesn't really interest me a whole lot. I've had offers to do it, and I think, you know, it could be fun maybe doing once or twice, but just having to, you know, join up and set up and talk about stuff like it's tough. The most I would ever do or collab with is my friend Corncheck, because I can literally just drive to his house and we can do stuff, but that's about it. Yeah. You should sell File91e t-shirts. I have no idea what I would put on one. I actually thought about that. I have no idea what I would put on one. If you have any ideas, post them in the comments section. I don't know. I don't know what other channels I could join. You know, I don't know. Again, I don't know much about all the other stuff. You know, I'm not trying to be famous or anything. I love the core subscribers that I have. I love you guys. What Disney musical would I like to see? Aladdin. Who should play young Han Solo? I don't know. I haven't really given that much thought. Favorite childhood show or movie? God, I don't know. I have a lot of stuff that I like from my childhood. We got a lot of stuff coming up for Wrestle Theme Reviews, buddy. We have a lot of ideas, and hopefully we can build on it and make it better than it ever once was. So yeah, awesome stuff. All right, hey, it's 9 p.m. Okay. Get your last questions in. I'm going over time here. Get your last questions in, and then I'll end this. Don't worry about the copied comments. I can't see them. Oh, I still have the cartoon logo. I can still probably put it on there. Enjoy your holidays, Ken. It was great talking to you, great seeing you, and thanks for being a supporter. I really appreciate it. I was thinking about doing the "Please Don't Sue Me." I was thinking about that. Cause I can't put the word Disney on a shirt, obviously, because that's copyrighted. But I would love to do a "Please Don't Sue Me." That would be interesting. Just "Please Don't Sue Me" on the back. Is that it? Like, what would I put on the front though? Or just or would it be the logo and "Please Don't Sue Me" on the back? I have no idea. Yeah, see, you know, it's an idea to do. It's just I just don't want to have to charge people for, you know, viewing my stuff. Oh, no problem, mate. I'm doing the best I can. Disney classic to watch right now. Ooh, Swiss Family Robinson. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Swiss Family Robinson. Or if you want an actual animated classic... Let's see. See what the first one jumps out in my mind. I have no idea. God, it's so many. It's hard to pick. I would say that's it. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Next giveaway, I have no idea, buddy. Probably Christmas, maybe. I have no idea. Disneyland Splash Mountain versus Disney World Splash Mountain. You're going to have to wait till next year for that one, buddy. No problem. Thanks for coming back out. I really appreciate it. What's up, Marine? Thanks, bud. Maybe, yeah, you know, these are all good ideas for t-shirts, and maybe one day I will do a t-shirt idea. I don't know, maybe I can, you know, just price them down as much as I can. They have those t-shirt places that, you know, print the t-shirt out for you, but they overprice them, and you know, I really don't want to make any money off of it. But if you guys want to wear t-shirts, then you know, I could probably make them as cheap as I possibly can to try to put them out there. So who knows? Maybe one day. Thanks, File, for the amazing show. Looking forward to watching it again. Thank you so much for all the amazing. Hey, thanks, buddy. Hey, thanks for being like you know right there and just keeping it out there. It's really cool. I had a great time. Thanks for doing the live stream. Hey, no problem. Hey, what's up, Drummer Shy? Brian Nussbaum. Thanks for doing the live stream. No problem, Omar. All right, where are we? Logo, please don't sue me on the back would be awesome. That sounds like a fun one. Love the show, File. Thanks for doing this. I can't do a goofy voice outro. I can't do the whole. I can do the. I can only do the laugh. Spending your own money. If we wish to support, that's our choice. All right. That makes sense. Well, I'm getting late. You're great to take care. I'll see you later, bud. Next show, Mickey's Christmas Carol. Yeah, can't wait for the next live Q&A. Love these streams. I love you guys too, man. I'm so excited for Incredibles 2. Yep. Happened in the movie. I have no idea what's going to happen in the movie. We actually came in right at the end. I'm about to end this Drummer Shive, sorry about that, buddy. I do hope that it'll be fun. A whole new villain, well, you know, would be great. Let's see, and I think I will do that. I will research that Extra Life thing if you know. Just mention it to me in a couple weeks so I don't forget it. All right. Well, guys, thanks for watching this live stream, and I will post up the show again in the next couple days with graphics and everything like that. I want to say thanks to everybody who watched today and supported. You guys rock, and I will be doing another live show sometime, whenever, and you know, hopefully I can do maybe a live stream, a donation sort of thing. You know, we talked a lot about stuff, maybe doing t-shirts, who even knows? I don't even know. But you know, if I do any of that, you guys will be the first to know, because I will you know, mention it. So again, follow me on my File91e Facebook page. Links are down below. Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. That's the best way. But my File91e Facebook page is the best way to get a hold of me and ask me questions. So yeah. So I guess I'll just end it real quick. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want people to go to Disney World and have a great time. And, well, this has been fun. I'll see you guys next time for another Disney news and reviews. So, peace out. Bye, guys.